Good morning, you're watching Jewellery Maker. I'm Jenny Cleary and I'm going to be with you from now until 1 o'clock this afternoon. And today I'm joined by the uber talented Sir. Well, I've decided you're a Sir. Okay. Sir Marky McBarky Smith. Hello, my darling.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've had one of those horrible nights where the cats woke me up at 3 o'clock and then you just lay in bed and all this stuff just keeps thinking, you think, well, I need to do that and I need to do that. And then the alarm goes off, it's 5:30 and I'm up. So I've had 3 hours sleep, but I'm struggling on.
You can thank the blinking cats. What are they doing?
We've got a magnetic cat flap, so only ours can come in and out. And we've got this horrible one that lives 2 doors up, a Russian blue, who's the most beautiful cat you've ever seen. But he sits just outside our cat flap and will stop our two from going out. So at 3 o'clock, they sort of that horrible baby howling noise, and it's just the worst noise ever. And
like
that's
a Russian cat bouncer is what he is. You ain't going in if your name's not on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, funny. Now, today, if you want to come shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker, there's one of 2 ways in which you can do this. You can get yourself involved on the web or the www.jewellerymaker.com. Click watch us live and then pop pieces of gorgeousness into your baskets. And actually, you can get hold of us. You can send us a message live to the studio this way as well. Click send a message to the studio. 60777 JM Studio, followed by a message. If you want to text us here this morning, you can indeed order anything you like by picking up the phone and dialing 0800 644 655. Here's how to text us if you've got your mobile to hand. And don't forget James Studio at the front of your message. We want to hear from you today. If you've got messages or questions for Mark, we want to hear from you. If we just want to know what's going on. Maybe you've got a spring fair coming up. Let us know about it. Now, there are 2 important things to start the show with today. Number 1 is Mark's made a record-breaking pair of earrings. They are officially the longest pair of chandeliers ever to be featured here at Jewellery Maker. Have a look. Oh my gosh. As if these are going to make it to the Facebook page. They are so Jenny Cleary, apparently, I'm hearing. Number 2 is that one of our very regular jewellery makers had a baby, I think last night or this morning. So big congratulations to Nick Danson, who is mad enough to have had her 6th child. She's clearly mad. Clearly, man. So a huge welcome to baby Danson to the world. Hopefully we'll see him in some macrame booties very soon. We've got some gorgeous Beryl coming up for you today. That is just simply divine. I've got the most amazing elements of Heliodor, 2 strands of natural turquoise, a beautiful strand of Peridot, which is makes Mark and I smile because it's one of our favourites. The most amazing Labradorites you have ever clapped your eyes on. But first and foremost, oh, by the way, I've got a 20 strand bundle coming up for you today. A 20 strand bundle. Wow, you know that if you're building stashes, you need to stay with us today because we have got it coming out of our ears. Have a look at what we are going to kick off today's show with. I've got for you some beautiful satin calls. And the thing I love about this is the different colours, and I think we've got Peridot today, we've got Peridot greens in here, we've got those lovely lilacs, we've got those deep navies. So ready for your macrame, or if you're watching us from America, it's macrame. Ready also, we had a lovely jewellery maker all the way from Alabama who said, now I know what you're talking about when you say macrame. And I thought, oh, I love the way you say it in America, macrame. If you want to make your friendship bracelets, this is the perfect medium to do so. If you are making anything from Kumahimo, it's cord that you need. If, like Sheila, you like to crochet, it's cord that you need as well. Gemma Crow making the wish bracelets, and I've got some stars coming up for you today if you want to make wish bracelets. We are going to make it so that you are paying a tiny amount per reel. Now, if you've shopped anywhere else on the crafty circuit and you've looked for cords, it may be at your haberdashery shop or your wool shop, or it could be at your big crafty store or elsewhere, you'll know that sometimes actually you see this on the meter and you pay for it by the meter, which is kind of an old-fashioned thing to do, because I remember when I was younger going to buy things. Well, actually, no, in fabric stores you still buy through the meter, and maybe you're seeing these at fabric stores as well. Well, how about I give this to you? Actually, if we work it out per meter, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's like pennies, tiny amounts of pennies. Well, you have got yourself 100 meters, so there's 10 meters to each reel. it's going to last you such a long time. Mark, the average macrame bracelet uses, is it 2 or 3?
Metre and a half.
It's 1.5 meters. I thought it was more like 2.
No, for a straightforward shambala bracelet with beads, it's 1.5 meters.
So you've got enough to make quite a lot of bracelets here.
A lot of bracelets there, yeah.
A lot of bracelets here. So potentially we could be thinking about profits. Mark, can you show us just an example of a shambala style macrame bracelet? Have you got one to hand?
I've got a herringbone. No, I have actually. I have.
Oh, he has. Of course
it's not using the cord. It's using something that's coming up later.
Thank you, my lovely. Oh, so this is an example using the suede cord that we've got. So this is what you could achieve. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, Mark also makes necklaces out of macrame. He does macrame necklaces. You can do belts, very boho chic with the belts. And of course you can plait this. You can, like I said, crochet it. There's lots and lots you can do with the cord. Now we are gonna make it so that you're paying just 99p a reel, 10 meters on each reel. And it's it's a 1 mil gauge, isn't it? It's a 1 mil gauge. Mark, talk to me about that 1 mil gauge, because we do a 1.5 and we do a 1 mil. Where would you choose a 1 over a 1.5?
Well, I've got a kit coming up later that has wax cord in. Now, wax cord in and the satin are the same thickness, and I'm able to get it through the beads. So some of our beads, you can get through the holes, especially with the satin. And I can't remember if you watched the show where I did my first mid-show a couple of weeks ago, and we had that new technique that we're all learning, and that just is the most amazing using satin cord. It really brings it to life.
Are you talking about micro macrame, that technique?
Yes.
So this is perfect for micro macrame.
It's good for that. It's called cavandoli, which is the technique that I used with the cotton threads. But you can use that same technique using the satin, and it's beautiful. Wow. Absolutely beautiful.
What about bead loom and things like that? Perhaps you bought your bead loom last week. It would be perfect for that. I do love a weave, and you could do a straightforward weave with or without beads with this cord. Now, you need to get on the phone lines very, very quickly. We are going to give you an exceptional deal. Now, usually you should be paying £1.95 each, which equalises £19.50 for the whole bundle. But today, it is a glorious day because we're going to give you the opportunity maybe to start macrame for the first time. And by the way, we have a host of DVDs that are available on our phone lines and online. They're just £4.95 each. Remember, this isn't just for macrame. I know we've touched on macrame a lot. It's also for Kumihimo. Grab the Kumihimo DVD if you can as well. YMG C76, not £19.50 today. Use your debit card or your credit card to come shopping with us. You're going to get a whole £10 discount just because it's our early bird, making it just 99p per reel, 99.5p per reel. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with absolutely everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. And if this is the first time you've ever come shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker, we're not just going to give you the cord, we're also going to give you a big bag full of goodies for free, which I love. I love a freebie, you get the tutorial DVD, which takes you step by step. Not only does it familiarise you with all the jargon that comes with jewellery making, you know, words like macrame, jump ring, what are they? It is like a foreign language, isn't it? But also it's going to teach you the basic techniques. Things like knotting, you could do your knotting, your pearl knotting and things like that with this cord. There's ever such a lot that you can do. You'll also get a free tutorial book and a JM Hub magazine. We are always here for you every step of the way. Click and like our Facebook page where there are so many wonderful jewellery makers. It's like a Jewellery Maker family. Don't forget us at the Wall of Fame. Once you have completed, maybe it's your first ever piece, or maybe you are massively experienced in jewellery making, send it into the Wall of Fame. Take a quick pic and email us studio@jewellerymaker.com. You'll then get a chance to win £50 as a runner-up or £100 as a prize winner credited to your Jewellery Maker account. At £9.95, these are absolutely soaring their way out of the building today. It is a free phone number if you're dialing from the UK, so please don't panic. Or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. You need to check out baskets because I can't guarantee that you're going to get it until it's checked out, and then it'll be on its way to you. Now, Mark's challenge today, I got to say, you're being quite spoilt here, sir.
I'm being very spoilt this morning.
Now, Kim being Kim is a tease, so she's not going to give you the price tag straight away. That's how she is, my producer Kim. She's just going to tease you with it, and then you're going to be inspired. You're going to want it anyway, I know it. You've got those beautiful little bows, Mark. I've seen so many of you post your bows on Facebook. Now, these have been put on shoes by a wonderful jewellery maker, and I loved that. Now, you're also going to get wire. I haven't even shown you the gemstones. Now, do you know what? I've got to say, Mark, this 0.4 deep blue, I've not seen in the smaller reels.
Beautiful, isn't it?
We haven't. I don't think we've had that for a long time.
Beautiful colour.
I've seen it in the 1 mil. 0.4 is brilliant though, isn't it? Because you can do your tiara twists with it. Well, you can actually make a shambala style bracelet out of it. You can crochet it. Pretty much what you can do with cord or beading thread, you can do with the 0.4, but wonderful for the tiara technique or hair vines. And it will accommodate a pearl as well. So if you've got a very delicate strand with a tiny drill hole, 0.4 is perfect because you'll be able to get that gauge of wire through the drill hole, which you can't often with pearls. And if you are creating that hair vine with some gorgeous pearls, then it's perfect. Then I'm going to give to you, I've got to say, you shouldn't really have favourites, but 1.25 is most definitely mine for rings. It's wonderful. And I think it's because, like, as you know, I'm a very lazy jewellery maker. 1.25 wire does all the work for you. If you cut off 3 inches of 1.25 wire, you make a ring out of it. You can, well, first of all, you'd lay it flat, and then you get your chase hammer and you hammer those 3 inches, just hammer them. While it's still warm, put it round your ring mandrel and then manipulate it. Oh, you've done the turns, sorry, you've turned your ends in. So 1.25 is perfect for that, making those amazing rings. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're also gonna get gold cord. Now, that's not all, because I'm going to give you beading thread as well, and your elastic and your monofilament. But when you see the gemstones that Mark's got as this challenge, wow factor 20. So you've got all this beautiful cord. Mark's going to be able to create so much. You're also getting 9 carat over sterling silver findings with that beautiful chain. Let me just show you the gemstones that come with Mark's challenge today. It's like Mark's been given a boutique collection. That's what it's like. Now, there are so many elements. I think this is probably going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing for anybody who's quite experienced at jewellery making already, or anybody who's looking to push the boundaries. Maybe you've done all the basics and you now want to move on to the more advanced techniques. This is perfect for you. Those huge druzy are a dream for soutache. One of our wonderful producers, Kirsty, has been working at soutache, and she's used this very strand, and it's just incredible. I'm going to skip on over to Mark and ask him what his early thoughts are. So come with, let's go over and have a little butchers at what Mark's already done. Now, Mark being Mark has got everything off the strand and popped it all on his tray, which is perfect, isn't it? It's the perfect thing to do, because you can get a feel for these. Now, you were here pretty early this morning. When I got here, you were already sort of had all of this out. And, oh, I'm glad to see you've already had a little bit of a hammering with the 1.25 wire. Now, you're already...
Well, I haven't had these bows before. These are all new to me. But
how beautiful?
How boutique are they? You were right with the boutique collection look.
It is so amazing, boutique.
Beautiful.
Mark's already made 2 pairs of earrings. There is a big danger that these aren't going to... They do look a little bit like little angels. Yeah. Aren't they beautiful? I think they're gorgeous, Mark. You'd see these in a very high end. They're a little bit Katy Perry, actually.
They're very Katy Perry, aren't they? Yes.
They're so very Katy Perry. Now, okay, so you've done these beautiful earrings, but what about these huge druzy?
I know.
Aren't they wonderful?
And they're top drilled as well, so I think some sort of wrapped pendant is going to be the order. And the drill holes are massive, so the 1.25 will go through really easy. 1.5
would get through these easy.
That's
and
right,
I would toy with the fact that I actually think you'd get cord through there as well, Mark.
Absolutely, yep, absolutely.
Aren't these heavenly?
I haven't had these before either. No, I have been really spoiled today.
like I was saying earlier, Kirsty, producer, was soutashing these. Have you seen on her Facebook page? If you don't already know, go and have a look at Kirsty, who's posted quite a lot to our Facebook page. The soutash she's done out of this druzy is remarkable. It's really beautiful. So if that's the sort of thing you want to do, and I kept saying to Kirsty, you've got to do soutash because it's just one of those wonderful things. You've got a big pendant. It's amazing to do. I'm also thinking that these are going to be great for big cocktail rings, Mark.
I think they're amazing, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful.
A great big stylish cocktail, or you could make a very beautiful pair of shoes with these at the front. Yeah. Just get some plain shoes, put these at the front. I think they'd look wonderful. On almost rosettes of ribbon. These in the centre would be gorgeous, wouldn't they? You could
use them all in one big flower. Lots of tassels, lots of dangles.
Oh, gorgeous. You could be very elaborate with these, couldn't you? How gorgeous are they?
Beautiful.
They do make a huge difference.
I've made a couple of coils, and I'm going to make a jump ring bracelet as well. Very similar to the one that we had on our last show together.
So sweetie style.
Because that and the citrine together on just one straightforward bracelet look amazing.
They are going to look gorgeous, aren't they? Now, I told you my housemate, our lovely Alice, tried to steal my sweetie bracelet, and I found it on her wrist as she was about to move out. I said, don't even go there, lady. That's what it's like though with girls. We love jewellery, don't we? Now, I love your jump rings. You've made really gorgeous thick jump rings here, so we're going to have a little bit more of a look at that later. I'm going to go on over to the desk because I've got a 20-strand bundle to give you all. You're going to like this one because it's got loads of chips and nuggets in it.
Wonderful.
Unfortunately, you can't have it this morning.
Okay.
Come on. We're going to go on over. Now, we've only got 30 in stock. These are going to sell out straight away. Kim, 30? Okay, we're going to give you a 20-strand bundle. You need to be on the phones right now. If you don't like the price tag, you can always put the phone down. But you can't always pick up the phone and get once they're gone. They're gone, they're gone. That's it. You will have missed out. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so the thought process can come later. It is going to be one of those impulsive buys, and it's going to be one of those ones that if you don't get it now, you'll miss out. That's it. The rest of the day, you're going to be absolutely gutted. Have a look at what I've got for you. Let me tell you, you're going to get Larimar. You're going to get Moonstone. You're going to get Smoky Quartz. Oh my gosh, look at this fluorite in the chips. How beautiful is that? Another gorgeous stone of moonstone, a strand of moonstone. That's a double strand. You've got the rainbow moonstone and you've got the silver moonstone. You have got, oh my gosh, this golden rutile quartz is beautiful. 2 strands of golden rutile quartz. The colour is striking. You know, they say the inclusions in golden rutile quartz is caused by the hair of Venus. These golden strikes. There's a lot of myth and legend behind them. So you've got 2 strands of rainbow moonstone. Actually, I'm seeing another one. You've got clear quartz, Russian Amazonite. How striking is the Russian Amazonite? You've got beautiful tourmaline. You've got a huge strand of brick red jasper. You've got shell. You have got those wonderful colours in your quartz. You've got some carnelian. You've got some turquoise jasper there as well. And you've got your black agate. A lot of these are double strands. Oh my gosh, how many are double strands? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 double strands in here, so that's like 12 strands really if you're comparing it. 5 have already gone. I do think these are going to go, if you're on the website, you're popping these in baskets, but I can see some unchecked baskets. I don't want you missing out. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number. Use your debit card or your credit card. I can't even decide what my favourite strand is. You know that I am a massive fan of golden rutile quartz. It's definitely one of my favourites. I love that we got Larimar in here. Larimar can only be found in one place in the world, in the Dominican Republic. And doesn't it just make you think about those wonderful calm seas and the tropical climate? Gorgeous. Have a look at the rainbow moonstone. Just a few examples of the gorgeous gemstones that you are going to get. I think we've got every single season wrapped up in this one. Literally think that I'd get a dead arm if I put all these on my arm. That's how much. Oh my gosh, you've got bronzite in here as well. Did I mention the bronzite? Did I mention the smoky quartz? Did I mention that wonderful fluorite strand as well? Oh my gosh. Look at that. Which one's where's that's apatite? It looks like fluorite. It's appetite. It's got the clarity and that silvery, you know, the silvery sort of luster that you get from fluorite. It's got that, don't you think? It looks like it. I couldn't see, it's beautiful. This is apatite. This is the apatite. There. I got 2 strands of apatite. Oh my gosh, Mark, all these chips and nuggets. Now you are a chip and nugget addict, I'd say.
Well, I'm very excited actually because Friday this week is my first chips and nuggets workshop.
Oh my gosh.
And I've just been up to check and we've got 1 available place for it that's left, and February is nearly full as well. So I think people are really catching on with chips and nuggets. They're really catching people's imaginations, and no, I adore them. Absolutely adore working with them.
A little goes a very long way.
Yeah,
is this one of the reasons that you love them?
Yes.
What else? What else makes chips and nuggets? Because they're your first love. Chips and nuggets are your first love. You got them and you love the texture, but what else is it about them that you adore?
Well, I just think they're a really good start. It sounds really silly. It's a really good starter gemstones. For people who are just entering the world of gemstones, they buy a big stash like this, they get to decide which ones are their favourites, which ones do they want to get bigger strands of. And it's just a really good way of starting out. I just love them. Really love them, and there's so many things you can do with them as well.
Do you know what, Mark? You can tell they're real gemstones as well. The organic structure of these gemstones, you can see they have it. And I think this is why a lot of us start jewellery making. We don't want the uniform. We want that amazing organic look and feel. And these are just full of it. Now you have got opportunities for clustering. I know that Mark likes to put a lot of the chips and nuggets on memory wire. It's very, very simple, very, very effective. Third of the stock gone, ZVG C59, 20 strands. By bulk buying, you are making yourself a major saving. So build up your stash. Don't miss this deal. Should be £70.50 on the dot. And do you know what? That's Jewellery Maker prices. So let's be honest, if you do fish about, and I promise you that I do, I think we give you the very best prices. Genuine gemstones we're talking about here. It's what we're passionate about here at Jewellery Maker, the real deal. I'm not giving you plastic. I'm not giving you faux. These are real, genuine gemstones, and I'm giving them to you at the weenie price tag of just £45. That's £2.25 per strand, and at just £45, you are making yourself a major saving. Perhaps, you tell me, perhaps this is going to make you a profit. Do you make jewellery to sell on? Have you got a big spring fair coming up very near? Spring fairs are starting for February and March, Mark, aren't they?
They are, yes. My first one's in March.
Your first spring fair in March. So now you need to be making, don't you, spring pieces?
I've got to do a lot of catching up actually, because I've got so much Jewellery Maker work on. And I had such a busy Christmas that I need to make things ready for spring again, and new tech, new ranges and all sorts. So
I can't believe Mr. Mark Smith is behind in schedule. This does not happen. No. It doesn't happen. By behind in schedule, it means he's only working 2 months in advance rather than 6 months in advance. Yes. Z, we're not in America. Well, I'm not. ZVG C59. 20 strands about to sell out. You need to check out baskets now. We are seeing unchecked baskets. If you don't check them out, you are about to miss out. The value is incredible. Don't forget, remind me, Kim, over £70 worth of strands. £70.50 you should be paying, and those are Jewellery Maker prices, which, Mark, tell me actually, because you buy a lot of chip and nuggets, and I have seen them in the big store on little strands. They've started to do Sodalite and Hematite in my local big crafty store. In
my local store in Witney, in our local craft fair, the smallest of the doubles, so say that moonstone that we've got on the end there.
This one here, the moonstone.
Yep, that's $4.99.
For a double strand? Yeah, actually, that's better than the prices I was seeing. Yeah,
that's our local craft store in Witney.
So that would be like almost £5 a strand, wouldn't it? Yeah. You're paying just over £2, £2.25 per strand, which is incredible. You've got genuine moonstone. Oh, by the way, that price tag includes all your VAT and all of that lot. We're not going to add that on afterwards. Just your P&P, £2.95 for your P&P. 0800 644 655. Looks like those are about to sell out. I'm gonna have to move my arm. Woo! That was the sound of me trying to lift my arm up. It wasn't the sound of bones cracking. Thank you, my darling. Goodness me, I don't need to go to the gym ever again. In fact, that's better than gym membership. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just going to stand there with my gemstones. Now let's do some findings because these are super pretty. And here's my tweezers. I'm just going to grab a blackboard so I can lay these all out for you. And you've got rose gold. I've got for you little spacer bars. And thank you, my darling. And I like to use these flat, actually. I think they're so pretty. And you've got that floral look to these, which is very appealing to most of us. Now, if you want to flatten them out, you can, if you like to do what I do and sort of show the faces of these. I think they're so beautiful on a stretchy bracelet in between a round of black onyx. And actually, the very Italian thing to do would be not to separate any of these precious metal colours, would be actually to mix them up in the same piece of jewellery. I'm going to just give you a little insight of how these look on the face of them, because I do think we do tend to strand these so that we see them as rondelles, so you get those lovely nodules. Now these do look wonderful if you want to just cascade them. Put a head pin through there so that you've got the ball of the head pin at the very front, and then bring your head pin up so you're angling it. Bring your head pin up and you've got that centre of the flower. They look so pretty on dangly earrings so that you can see the faces of those flowers. So pretty. I'm going to give you the 9 karat gold version as well. You're getting 3 precious metal colours and you're getting 60 in total. Now these are precious metal, solid sterling silver with rose gold, 9 karat gold overlaying, and then you've got the sterling silver as well on the end. Mark, with these, do you use them in the traditional manner, or do you like to show the faces of them, or maybe you mix both techniques up?
Well, I had a kit recently that had, it wasn't these particular style, but very similar, little flat flowers, and I actually laid them horizontal and did a sort of a ladder weave with beading thread, so they all laid flat rather than on their edges.
Oh, lovely.
That's really, it was
Did
really
you add
delicate.
gemstones in there as well?
Yes, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
I just think you've got, it's so nice to add lots of sterling silver and precious filings, and let's face it, they are quite hard to find elsewhere. If you're shopping anywhere else, they can be very, very difficult to find, can't they, these precious metal findings? So here I'm giving you 60. And like Mark said, I mean, if you want to do them on the ladder weave, that would be really pretty.
Stunning.
Really
Beautiful.
pretty. And I think these look great on stud earrings as well. You know, all these new findings we've been getting in the packs that I'm massively in love with. I actually think they're going to be great mixed up with those. But let's talk about the value they could potentially add to your jewellery. If you're making jewellery up that you want valued, well, I would always use sterling silver or any precious metal, actually. If you are making jewellery that you want to last forever, if you want it to be an heirloom, so say it's a bridal piece, something that's going to get passed down from generation to generation. If you're using pearls, I think pearls are very heirloom piece. I do think you create heirloom pieces with pearls as well. Something that you want to last the test of time, use a precious metal every single time. Maybe it's a special anniversary piece, a special birthday piece, and you want those extra elements. And like I said, if you want to go and get your pieces valued, then I would always recommend using pieces like this, precious metal elements. Now, I'm going to give you the 60. You should be paying £24 at £8 per pack. But today I'm going to give you 3 packs for just £14.95. As always, we're giving you a great saving by tuning into us here on the morning show. Less than £5 a pack means that you are getting absolutely spectacular value, as always. If you've got an open basket with us today as well, it's really important to note that you're never going to have to pay any more than 1 P&P. Even if you decide to put something really heavy in there, like the roller machine, your polymer clay roller, which is a heavy piece of kit, you're only going to have to pay £2.95. If you've got, by the way, yeah, I've got a dead arm now from that 20 strand bundle. That's a heavy package. We're not going to charge you any more than that £2.95 ever. Crazy, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful? So if you've got that open basket, take advantage when we're giving you deals like this. Deals that you wouldn't necessarily see on the website. Deals that we bring to you as a big thank you for tuning in to us here live at Jewellery Maker. Now, you've got the 3 precious metals, and like I said, very Italian to mix them all together. And don't be afraid. I think there is sort of an 80s fear of mix. Do you remember in the 80s it was either you either like silver or gold? You couldn't possibly like both. You couldn't possibly have two preferences. No! Why? They don't clash. They look wonderful together, don't they, Mark?
I love them.
I love them together.
No, they work very well.
It was Bulgari that had that big campaign that actually opened our eyes. That's to beautiful Italian pieces, and of course now we see this in the Beryl pieces and the Bulgari pieces, you know, and even actually more traditional at Tiffany & Co. You will see the blending of those three precious metals. It is a very, very Italian thing to do, and I think we are paying homage to Italian jewellery at the moment. We feel like it's very, very expensive, don't we? So just a few of those left. Keep shopping. There are still a few opportunities for you to get those. Now, I'm going to give to you our first kit of the day, and I've got to say, Mark has really pushed the boundaries with the kits. As you can see in my record-breaking earrings from a kit that will be coming up for you a little bit later, Mark's pushing the boundaries. Now the first kit I'm going to give you, I'm just going to pop this out of the way. The first kit I'm going to give you, I think, is a very, very seaside-y kit. Now, when I look at these strands together, I'm thinking about Brighton Beach. You have got the most amazing colours. You've got the Pebble Beach look here. And it's definitely got that dip in the toe type, dip your toe in the water type feel to it, hasn't it? All the blues. Look at the, isn't it gorgeous? It's like a, you know, when you go and you visit Cornwall or Devon or Somerset and you see all these wonderful seascapes in the galleries, they're using these colours, aren't they? And the great thing, I think, about genuine gemstones is that you can see pictures in each gemstone. If you have a look, don't you think this looks like the blend of the sea? And you've almost got that wonderful seascape there. And if I put this upside down, now I'm going to go over and look at Mark's jewellery really early, actually. I'm going to show you what you've got in the kit, and we're going to look at Mark's jewellery at the same time. We're going to see how it's been used. Now, I'm going to take over the suede cord with me because you do get this. Just excuse me while I bump down. Come on over. Let's go and have a look at Mark's gorgeous jewellery. Now, first and foremost, I think it is important to just see what you can achieve by picking up the phone and dialing for this kit, because Mark, you have made absolutely stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of jewellery out of one kit.
One complete kit.
Now, you've got some very big feature gemstones in the agate, and like I said, I love the way you've almost got the seascapes in these kits. Now, you've got the newer findings. Are you in love with them? I'm going to show you those in a bit. Now, Mark's got loads of findings left over. Now, like I was saying, it's the banding that tells the story with agate, and it is, with agate, it's a little bit like a tree. You know, if you ever chop a tree in half, which is an awful thing, I know, but we all know that when you do, it's got the rings, hasn't it, which shows its lifeline. It's the same thing with agate. Isn't that beautiful? Now think about this as a centre stage gemstone, and actually I think you've got opportunities, and look how different they are. Look at all those tones, different depths, different clarities, the striping, the fusion of one colour to another. There is so much to love about this strand. Let me show you where Mark's used this strand, and actually, Mark, you have got quite a lot of jewellery out of that one strand. In fact, you've got lots of jewellery out of that one strand. It's a big feature on the Macrame bracelet that we saw earlier. We've got a stretchy bracelet here as well. We've got a pair of earrings. And do you know what, Mark? You've used these a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your big feature necklace. And I find there's quite a Japanese lantern look about those, you know, with the tassels. I really like that. But I suppose you see different things, like art, I suppose we all see different things.
We were talking about colours earlier. I mean, I've managed to colour grade that strand as well. So I've separated the blues, and I've taken the beiges, and then I had one particular white one, which I've used in this bracelet. So, you know, it tells you what it wants to be made into. It really does.
And you've still made another feature piece. Now, this one's quite Downton Abbey. And what I like about this kit, actually, Mark, is that you've managed to hit most genres here. You've gone the modern macrame style. You've gone the classic stretchy bracelet. You've gone very classic with a pendant drop, but then with a macrame twist, making it that little bit more modern. And you've crocheted with this kit with the next strand that I'm going to bring you to. Have a look at these. Look at all of those wonderful, wonderful colours. How gorgeous. How gorgeous.
Beautiful strand. Beautiful.
Is this strand. Now you have got the chips. Oh, I love that. Isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful. I'm just looking for the carat weight for you. Hang on, just a tickle. These are your irregular. Are these the irregular puffy over? Aren't they beautiful? I'm just looking now to try and find your carat weights of your blue. I think it's 50 carats, isn't it?
140.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is 140. Wow. There we go. 140 carats of the iolite drops. Now, to me, iolites are really beautiful gemstone. It has this hidden polarizing quality, as we know, which is really, really exciting because historically it was quite an important gemstone. Because it's got those polarizing qualities, it was used to guide ships. So it's a gemstone that's said to give you an inner sight. Look at the rounds as well. So I think perfect suitable piece. Now let's show you where Mark's used these. You've got the crochet piece here. Now with crochet, adding with these iolites, it's all about, Mark, texture, isn't it, with the iolites?
Well, the reason I like crochet and I use it quite often is you have the gemstones first of all. None of them are flat. They're all lifted. They've all got that space and air around them. You can see the colours from all sides, and it's perfect for this sort of style chip. Adding those that little suede touch makes it kind of tribal, which I really like. So you've really, like I said, really been able to mix genres with this kit. You've made ever such a lot. Then I'm going to give you Botswana agate. Now this is my Brighton Pebble Beach strand. Beautiful strand.
But do you know what as well, Mark? You expect them to be drilled the other way, but drilling them this way, they're like little jelly beans in shape. But now it's made it more of a rondelle, which has made it perfect for you in so many pieces of jewellery that you've actually included this with. Your stretchy bracelet, you've used these in between with the silver saucers. You've also used this with the herringbone weave in your macrame here. And actually this is a very soft bracelet, very wearable bracelet. And it's extremely lightweight. How gorgeous is that? And that's the one you want to wear, isn't it? With your maxi dress and your flip-flops on the beach. Gorgeous. It is going to happen, those brighter climates. They are coming, I promise. Now have a look. Although today, crikey, were you scraping the frost off your car? And then having a look here, just starting off the top. Botswana agate giving you so much in tone. Now Mark's colour graded his Botswana agate, as you can see, sectioning. This is something you do wonderfully, but again, I'm a lazy jewellery maker, they're all going in one piece. And don't worry if you're not as wonderfully talented as Mark, because I think this kit is great, whether you're starting out jewellery making or whether you're looking to further your boundaries with a bit more of an advanced technique. I think it's great either way.
Well, in one kit, you've got those huge slabs of the agates, you've got riddle tiny rounds, you've got chips, and you've got rondelles. So every type of stone you have in that one kit, they're beautiful, aren't they? Aren't
they gorgeous? Now you've said, of course, and you've covered mediums such as macrame, but with the big pendants, we can also think about wire wrapping. If that's something you would like to do, and you'd like to do a lot of Laura binding style wire wrapping, you can. You can cage with the beading thread, because you get beading thread with this kit. Also, you get everything you need. Now, one of the most exciting things for me at the moment is these new findings. Now, the new findings are amazing, Kim, aren't they? They're my favourites. Do you know why? Kim's saying the same thing as me. It's the head pins. Have I got the bag? The little heart head pins. Where have you used those, Marky McBarks? Can we see them, or have you still got them?
I've used them as links, and I've chopped the ends off.
You chop the hearts off. Did you keep them to put in your resin and things like that?
Absolutely.
This is the glorious thing, isn't it? You can keep them.
I have got some in here, I think.
Have you? Hang on, I'm just going to... Here we go. Here we go. Thank you, Cassie. Cassie's got me a bunch, a whole bunch of them. Hang on. I love the, isn't it? Small things please small minds, they say, don't they? And
they're very cute.
They are. When I first
cute.
got these, I couldn't. I've never seen anything like it because I haven't. You can't get these anywhere else, can you?
I haven't seen them anywhere else.
I've never seen heart-shaped head pins anywhere else but here on Jewellery Maker. I'm very excited, and our buying team has done a really grand job here because they're very bridal. It's reminded me of confetti. All of these together. I'm literally mad about these. I think pushing them into polymer clay would be wonderful. Well, these all come, of course, with your kit, including you've got the new S-style findings, you've got the S-style links, you've got the extender cords as well, the extenders with the for the cord with the chain and an S-style link on that. I think the quality is exceptional, and what I love is that you've got the hoop earrings, you've got the shepherd hook earring findings as well, you've got your regular head pins there too, and you've got your flat-ended head pins. So do you know what? I just think you've got super opportunities here. A whole metre of chain, just loads. And every designer that I've seen here at Jewellery Maker that's had these brand new findings has fallen madly in love with them. They're silver on copper, and they have been e-coated, so they are going to be hypoallergenic for you. I just think they're so cute. Now, I'm going to give you your price tag. Goodness me, I've been gas bagging all this time and haven't even given you your price tag. I am sorry. ANGC74 is your item code. Very excited, overexcited about this kit. You should be paying £37.65. Don't forget, you get the cord as well. Here it is.
Beautiful as well.
You get the suede cord as well as all of this. You get absolutely loads. 2.5 by 1 mil, and you get 10 meters. It goes on and on and on. And actually, if you want to do a lazy man's suit, Ash, you could do it with this. Yeah. I saw there is, well, you know me, if there's an opportunity to cut corners, there I am cutting away. Now, the Seaside Cabin Jewellery Kit, and what a perfect name for this kit, is coming to you for the tiny price tag of $21.95. Now, comparatively, that is just such a super price tag, isn't it? Wow. You've got 4 strands in this kit, you've got the cord, you've got those wonderful, wonderful findings, and you have got a host of inspiration from the wonderful Mark. Now, talking about the wonderful Mark and his amazing inspiration, Mark, you're going to show us how to complete which piece of jewellery,
I'm going to show you how to attach these S-clasp, the little lobster claw with the extenders, onto the suede. I mean, it's the same technique for all the materials, whether it's suede or satin, wax cord, anything like that. So I thought I'd just show you how to use these clasps. It's a question that I get asked all the time on workshops, the best way to attach them to your work. Okay. So I've made a small, tiny little sample bracelet here, using the suede cord. And what I'm going to do is start on the end. I've used beading thread as my lazy cord because this is a really substantial thick. There aren't many beads that it's actually going to go through. So I've used 2 strands of beading thread as my lazy. So the first thing I do is I separate my clasp into 2 pieces. Okay, I've always done that. It's so much easier to do that. So I've got one with the chain and the clasp, and one with just the cradle, which is a little bit that it all sits into.
Why do you do that? Why do you separate?
Always, it's just easier to use. Easier to
just
2 separate pieces.
Jenny. Just do it.
Okay, so in the past, I've used beading thread with a lobster claw clasp, and sometimes, not all the time, it tends to slip out. And the wonderful Sarah Elvin showed a technique on the show about 6 months ago when you're able to pop some crimp beads on. So thanks, Sarah, for this amazing tip.
Okay.
So we're going to pop on 1 crimp bead, first of all, through both pieces.
Okay.
And another.
Those crimp beads are very wide in comparison to the old ones, aren't they?
They really are fantastic. So we put them right up to the end, and we get our flat nose pliers and give them let's give them a
squidge.
Squidge. Okay, and this just adds some sort of body for the cradle to sit into. Okay. Another thing to remember is you have a top and a bottom of the bracelet. So I always close the cradle upwards. So we flip the bracelet over onto the back because we don't want to see the bent edges.
Oh, okay.
So we pop our now crimp beading thread.
And that crimp bead is going to add almost an anchor point.
It does, absolutely, absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. Now you don't want any of the macrame inside the cradle. You only need the beading thread with the crimps.
Okay. Will it slip out if I get the...
You won't be able to close the cradle because it's too deep. It's quite substantial.
Now I've noticed with these findings, Mark, they're a lot thicker
They
than our old
very,
findings.
very thick.
Does that
really
work to your
fantastic.
advantage?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It's much more sturdy, much more substantial.
Okay.
Okay, so we take the side of the cradle nearest to us first of all.
And you're using your snipe nose or chain nose pliers.
Yes.
Does it matter awfully what pliers you're using?
No, your flat nose from your jewellery kit. I've just managed to find these off of the holder there.
Okay, so whatever's to hand,
yeah,
really.
absolutely. So we crunch those. And then all I do is I turn it 90 degrees.
Oh.
So I can see the top of the second part of the cradle. Go in with my pliers and close. Nice and flat. And this is the point now you can go in and you can crunch it. If you found that it does go at an angle somewhat, just go either side and just give it a little squish.
Oh, you can do that, can you?
Either side, absolutely. Okay, so that's the first end. And because we've got those crimp beads in there, it'll keep it nice and
So you're snipping away the excess
yeah, you can do that
beading
now.
wire.
You can do that and cut away the beading thread.
Do I need glue? Nothing?
No, I mean if you're selling them on, if you wanted to, you could just put a little dab of glue inside if you wanted to. Now the other end, we don't need to put any crimp beads because we're going to incorporate the two pieces of suede. So you tend to find one end, you just have the beading thread, and the other end will have your working strands as well as your lazy.
Why is that then?
And these are substantial enough to get into your cradle. Because you're working down you're doing your work, when you get to the bottom, you're going to have the excess working strands.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And if you wanted to, you could cut those off. You'd have to attach glue, and then you'd have to do the crimp bead. But the lobsters are so big in this particular findings pack that you can get it all in. And it's exactly the same thing, so make sure you've got the back of your bracelet, which we've got here. And then we pop all three pieces in to the cradle, like so, and really pull tight so it sits nice and flat at the base of your cradle. Now these are a lot deeper than in our previous finding packs, so I've managed to get 4 pieces of satin and 2 beading thread laces in one of these cradles. And then we do exactly the same, so we close in the bottom half first. And we don't need those crimp beads because the suede is holding it all in together. And we fold that over. And once we've closed it, we give it a squidge. Nice and tight. And then we get in there again. Sharp pair of scissors. And cut our
oh, you're using the scissors to cut those. Yeah. Is that the easiest thing to do with that suede?
When it's all together, but make sure they're a nice sharp pair of scissors.
Just gives you a neater finish then, doesn't it? Rather than hacking away with it. I love these S-style links. They're so much easier to do up.
And then attach it. That's so fantastic. I mean, what you could do is put a little charm on the end if you wanted to, another of the beads, just for a bit of effect.
How easy was that?
Very, very easy.
And I really do love, and I can't stress enough how wonderful these new findings really, really are. Now, we've got something gorgeous that's going to go really well with your kit. Been very, very popular at $21.95. Very, very popular indeed. So please don't hesitate to check out baskets. Now remember, if you do put something in a basket, at the time of placing it in that basket, it's available. If you leave it too long before you check it out, and Kim's just telling me there are far too many people who have not checked out baskets. 9 people with unchecked baskets. Very, very dangerous grounds of missing out if you don't check them out. So when you put it in your basket, it's in stock. And then I have so many Facebook messages afterwards saying, it was in my basket, I went to check it out. You leave it in there for any amount of time, and I can't guarantee that it's going to be in stock. I am sorry, it's just that we can't. We've got enough stock of this to be able to let it sit in baskets. Now I'm going to give you some really, really tropical colours to go with what I think is a very sort of British seaside scene. I'm then going to just mix it up and give you a bit of a tropical feel as well. I'm going to give you some crackled quartz, and I love the way crackled quartz is formed. And I know that you're a big fan of this, Mark, as well.
Yes.
The way that it's heated up. And this is the great thing about genuine gemstones. You get to know about how and why. And these are genuine gemstones, of course, but quartz is taken. And to get those wonderful crackles, we heat it up, heat it till it can't stand it anymore, and then you plunge it into ice cold water. It's like coming out of a sauna and straight into the plunge hole, and it cracks. It's like a cartoon crackle. Now, the quartz then has these wonderful inclusions which allow the light to travel in and give you what we call amazing refraction, which means bling, 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 bling. And you can't see this until you're up close and personal with it. I love that blue. Now I'm also going to give to you 2 strands of silver cord. So if you love what Mark's done here, but you want to do it with the satin cord, then I've got that for you as well. Now you do need to get on the phone lines right now. Now the blue quartz on its own is $9.95. I'm going to give you the blue teardrops. I'm going to give to you the rounds. I'm going to give to you the silver cord. The price tag I'm going to give to you now is going to literally be a huge jaw dropper. You're not going to want to miss this. If you bought the early bird, this is the perfect accompaniment to that. Don't miss out. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee. NSGC89. You need to be on the phone lines.
£10.
So I'm paying 5 pence. I'm paying 5 pence for 2 reels of cord and 1 genuine gemstone strand. If you want to buy the teardrops on their own, you can. They're on the website for £9.95. However, if you've got the spare 5p, you can also get loads and loads of goodies with these as well. Absolute craziness. 2.5 pence for the 2 cords, 2.5 pence for a strand. I'm not sure
That's
Kim's going to be very popular when she goes upstairs after the show today. There'll be some explaining to do, young Kimmy. If you are shopping, like I said, online, you need to check out your baskets. If you're wondering how to shop online, it's all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. You are getting 2 reels of satin cord. You are getting a strand of crackled quartz for 5 pence, because for $9.95 you are paying for your strand of blue quartz. That's the price tag on the website. So for the extra 5p, we've got loads. Mark, the value is phenomenal.
That's incredible, isn't it? They are beautiful. I mean, I would just use those as just drops. One of these suspended with a drop hanging from the bottom. I mean, two pairs of those and you've recouped your money straight away.
These would go with your challenge with the little bows as well.
They would, beautifully.
Another boutique pair of earrings, not just one, several pairs of earrings, because you've got lots to the strand. The teardrops will also look really pretty as a flower with the little rounds in the centre as the stamen of the flower. You could do beady beads with those little rounds as well, can't you? The rounds are 6 mil, so yeah, they're sootashable for your beaded chains. The teardrops are definitely made for earrings for me, or for flowers, or whether they'd be little drops on post and butterfly backs, or whether they'd be all out wow factor 20 big chandelier drops, they're going to really see their way in your stash. For £10, you're making a mega saving. Now it's time to see exactly what you're going to do with all these gorgeous gemstones and be further inspired by you, wonderful jewellery makers. It's time, for the first time today, for the WOF. We're going to start the Wall of Fame today a little bit differently, because yesterday was featured Alan Fox's Gemstone Farm, which, I've got to be honest with you, I demanded from Sir Fox. You did, yes. Rather than asked. I demanded Gemstone Farm, and God bless this man, he's made Gemstone Farm. It's not just about jewellery, it's a whole house of agate. I said that he'd have to use those pencils for his picket fence. Look at what we've got, a tractor. I love it. Alan Fox, you are amazing. And Alan writes, hi to all the gang at Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I hope Jenny is pleased with this effort of gemstone. Of course, I love you, Alan Fox, even more today than yesterday. The farmhouse is made from fluorite and shell, with a shell path and lapis fence post. The tree is on antique bronze wire and agate. The barn has sculpey clay corrugated roof on magnesite tubes. He's really gone to work here. Can we send Alan some kind of bead scoop? Yes, I've decided we are. The tractor is a little rundown made from the magnesite cubes and wheels. Oh, I love it. The little duck is sat on a fusible film pond. Oh my gosh, look at that. Fusible film. Do you know, I'd like to see this actually in the flesh, Alan. And the grass is malachite gem art with tiger's eye gem art dust as mud around the edge of the pond. Finally, the picket fence made with the lapis pencils. I hope you approve, Alan Fox. Oh, Alan, I literally not only approve, but I am a little bit more in love with you than I was the last time. This is wonderful, 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 wonderful. And I've asked them to frame this and put it on the desk as though it were my family on the desk, you know, like if you have a proper office like grown-ups do. Number 253, Alan, we love you. You're wonderful. Thank you so much. And that takes us to the wonderful stretchies.
Yeah, this is my first off today, number 255, and this is from Fran. And Fran says, morning everyone, hope the days have been good to all. This entry are simple stretchy agate bracelets with beads separated by handmade jump rings in green, silver, black and copper wire. The number of rings per bracelet is different to allow charms to be added if required and to protect the beads from rubbing. Back to the tidying up so I can walk without tripping up. Good wishes to all for 2014, and that's from Fran, number 255.
Well done, Fran.
Gorgeous.
I've got one from the lovely Katie who says, hey all at JM, here's what I made Saturday night. They're all sterling silver and a variety of gemstones, labradorite, amethyst, chalcedony, quartz and tourmaline, to name a few. Going to have my first jewellery party, woohoo, in March at mine. So I'm trying to build up a nice display. It's just hard trying to hide them from family and friends who keep purchasing them. My 4-year-old son Lucas, bless his heart, helped her make the pink ones. He loves pink gemstones. Every time we make jewellery for presents, it has to have pink gemstones. Loving the show and all the new products. And that's from Katie Hatherley. Thank you so much, Katie. You're number 258. And, of course, thank you to the gorgeous Lucas, who's at home with his mummy helping him. How gorgeous are these little flowers as well. Good luck with your jewellery party, Katie.
Next one I have is number 256.
Oh, I like
This is really beautiful, isn't it? And this is from Janet. And Janet says, hi all, this is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I've used shells from the 10-strand saver pack and black striped faceted agate from Sarah Green's first designer pack. Love to you all, and that's from Janet Mason, number 256. Beautiful.
Well done, Janet.
Isn't it lovely? That shape before.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they, with the triangles?
Gorgeous.
Really pretty.
Wow.
I have got a stunning. Have you seen this?
I've had a look already.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I want to wear it. It's from Mandy in Tyne and Wear. And Mandy, you are very talented. Isn't it? Not only with the photography is beautiful, and the jewellery is incredible. Hi all at JM, this is my Wall of Fame entry for this week. It's silver plated findings with the Stardust brass beads, Labradorite rondelles and small rounds, all fabulous quality, of course, from Jewellery Maker. This is the first time I've used the chandelier findings. And you can see, actually, she's used the chandelier findings here. Wonderful, because it allows you that 3-stranding. Good luck to everybody, but fingers crossed for a win, as I'd love to visit again for another workshop after having so much fun with Laura a few weeks ago. She's a blast, that woman. And she makes a good cup of tea. Also, really looking forward to seeing Carol back on screen. I know. God, she was on yesterday, she's on tomorrow. Love and hugs, Mandy in Tyne and Wear. You're number 259. Gorgeous.
Okay, last one I've got for this segment is absolutely beautiful, number 257, and this is from Dee in Doncaster. And Dee says, hi all at Jewellery Maker, please find attached my entry for this week's wall, inspired by one of Gemma Crow's designs. After watching her scrunch up some 0.25mm wire to make a bib-style necklace, I have used the same technique to make this brooch. It's smothered with red agate, golden rutile, pearl and shell, all from Jewellery Maker. I hope it's good enough for the Wall of Fame, as I've never had an entry shown yet.
Oh, of course it's good enough. It's amazing. Doesn't it? It shocks you that someone new creates this would even ask.
And that's Dee in Doncaster. Beautiful.
Well done, Dee. It's gorgeous. Now, we've had lots and lots of brand new jewellery makers coming in today and buying something fantastic. If you're wondering how indeed to get involved with us here at Jewellery Maker, here's the information that you need.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 and now Freeview Channel 30.
Welcome back, my darling jewellery makers. Now, I have got such a heavenly strand to bring you today. If you are looking to really make that high-end piece of jewellery, or if you just want to give somebody very, very special something incredibly, incredibly beautiful, then this is the strand you're going to need. The Heliodor is mind-blowing. You have got Morganite, you have got the Heliodor, and you've got your aquamarine, all in one very high-end, beautiful strand coming up for you at midday. Now, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an advanced warning. The next kit that we're going to bring you has Russian diopside. Now, that alone makes me think that this kit isn't going to last very long. Have a look at the gorgeous, gorgeous texture and colour that you're getting from that vibrant strand. Of course, we can see there's more. Mark's made a beautiful bracelet. How gorgeous is that with those wonderful findings? Russian diopside, don't forget, a gemstone that we do not get to see very often. Can only be mined for a couple of months in the year because for the rest of the year the mine is frozen over. This is the first kit I've seen this year so far with Russian diopside in it. Do not miss it, because I think it's going to be one of those blink and you miss kind of opportunities. Now, I'm also going to show you, we have got some Peridot coming up in today's show, which I'm very excited about because I love Peridot so much. August birth gemstone, and the colour is spectacular. Isn't it? Isn't it glowing? So that's coming up for you a little bit later on today. Now, I'm going to start this section with perhaps the most amazing strand of Labradorite we've seen, although we've seen a lot of gorgeous Labradorite. This one is always the one that sticks in my mind. I've seen it before and I fell in love with it a long time ago. I bought the rose quartz version of these. Now, I wasn't allowed to buy the Labradorite because we had to save them for you, because Labradorite is our most popular gemstone. Voted so the last 2 consecutive years. You believe this to be the most beautiful gemstone. But I always say with Labradorite, my big question with Labradorite is why would we think a diamond is any more beautiful than Labradorite? Labradorite that gives us this strike of lightning in its labradorescence, this wonderful, it lights up like magic. You get blue, you get green, you get gold, you get red. You are mistaken if you think this is a grey gemstone, because when you first glance at it, it might be silvery grey. and then it winks at you, it flashes at you, and it's one of those gemstones that stops you in your tracks. It's one of those gemstones that makes people touch your jewellery and say, oh, I love that, where did you get that from? It's one of those gemstones that really, have you ever, you know, you've heard about people having sort of connections with gemstones and believing in certain things with gemstones, and we've heard about crystal healing and all of that, and whether you believe in that kind of thing or not, you know, I do understand how people can say that when you look at a gemstone. So mesmerising, almost magical in its appearance. Of course, we know diamonds are gorgeous and beautiful and all of that, but why aren't these as expensive as diamonds? Aren't they as powerful? Don't you think so? I do. Look at that labradorescence. This is why I think you are super in love, because of that power. Labradorite, named so because it was discovered in the state of Labrador in Canada. It's found all over the world now. Look at that, almost like a gilded mirror flash. And what I love about our Labradorite is the fact that it's so smooth in its labradorescence. It's not crackly, it's not broken up. Look at the red bouncing off that facet. And because these are faceted in such an amazing way, you get every colour under these studio lights, which, by the way, have an awful effect of drowning out the colour of Labradorite. These are sensational. They're going to look brilliant in rings. This is a strand where you can just put wire through these and make a great big cocktail ring. They're going to be wonderful in cufflinks. They're going to be perfect as wire wrap pendants. Now, Mark, I know that this is one of your all-time favourite gemstones. When they're this big, when they're this powerful, when they're going to create the most incredible wow factor piece.
I think you're right. It's so versatile, isn't it? I think cufflinks, absolutely, without a doubt, and rings. That you can use that for absolutely everything, couldn't you?
I want to see it. I want to be able to see it. So it would be a bracelet or a ring for me. If I'm going to wear it, I want to see it.
If I was going down the Celtic bangle route with the wire, the macrame, the herringbone, it would definitely be gold. I've discovered gold goes really well with Labradorite.
Well, there's so many golds inside it, because the typical thing I think would be to compare it with silver because of its grey tones. Oh no, gold really warms it up. Now, have you ever wanted to make that hero piece, the piece that you put centre stage on your stand and you want to draw everybody in? When the lights flood in to that craft fair, you are going to get the most amazing bling. Now, I want you to just see. By the way, there are so many people on the phone lines. It's great to have you here. Jennifer, Francis, Michelle, Charlene, Kim, Deborah, new jewellery makers, and loads more to boot. You need to be on the phone lines very, very quickly. I'm giving you the last remaining few. I will give them a count for you. I know you're dying to know how many you're going to get on your strand. But firstly, let's give you your price tag. On the phone lines, 0800 644 655, or on the web, JewelleryMaker.com, for just £12.95. A strand that we don't have stacks in, so you've got to be quick. Now, I'm going to count them for you. God, that labradorescence is amazing. Very bright, the very bright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35! 35 on the one strand. If I was making rings out of these and selling those rings for just £1 each, I'd make a profit, wouldn't I? I'm not going to ever sell them for just £1 each. Labradorite is striking. Mark, you are a businessman. You do create to sell on. Is this going to make you a profit?
Massive profit. I mean, my cufflinks start at £5 a pair. So you've got 17 pairs there.
Crikey.
Straight away, before you can start going down the ring route. So that's fantastic.
Gosh. So you have got a serious potential in this strand.
They're beautiful. I can see it from over here. That the turquoise on the wrist there is amazing.
Now, Kim's just telling me this is possibly your last chance to buy this strand. We've put every single strand into today. Once they're gone, they are gone. We can never make any guarantees about getting anything back, but right now there is stock. You can get hold of them. I don't think we've got loads of these left though, so be quick. Joy, you're there, Anne, you're there, Gail's bought 2 of these in carefully, Rita, you're there, Norma's bought 2, Beryl's bought 2. Jennifer, you're shopping with us today. It's great to have your company, Dorothy and Emma and Rebecca and Yolanda and Deborah, but you need to check out baskets. If you've got this in an unchecked basket, there is a huge risk that you could miss out All you need to do is give us a call or get yourself on the web, use your debit card or credit card. You've got 30 days to look at it and love it and adore it and fall in love. Well done, Mary. You've just put 2 into your basket, 2 winning their way to Lothian. We've got a couple of double trouble deals for you right now. We're very limited with this now. Let's start with the stars. Now, if you bought the silver cord a moment ago, have we got the wish bracelets? Now, wish bracelets are huge business, as we know at the moment. Started off in the USA, a wish bracelet is a great way for you to perhaps be able to donate to charity. Thank you, my darling. I'm going to show you an example of a wish bracelet that was put together by Macrame. Now, traditionally, a wish bracelet has a star gemstone, but also traditionally, stars are very hard to get in genuine gemstones. And so, a lot of you make your polymer clay stars and things like that. All you need to do is put one strand, one star onto a bit of cord. Now, when I give you the price tag for these, you'll note that 1 star is very low cost. Now, you could then put it onto a cord. Now, if you're into card craft as well as jewellery making, this is going to be a great way of incorporating both of your favourite crafty skills. Here's an example of a wish bracelet. Now, this is done with the gemstone of happiness, which is citrine, of course. Now, Gemma Crow did this. She printed out a lovely poem and she just stuck it onto a card and she put a bracelet in through the centre there as, with the 2 holes either side and a little poem. Close your eyes and make a wish, then tie this bracelet to your wrist. When it falls off as the threads wear through, that is when your wish comes true. Now, Gemma sells these for less than £5, and she said because she makes quite a nice bit of profit off them, it gives her an opportunity to donate perhaps 50p or a pound, I can't remember exactly what she said to me, to charity. So you've got the opportunity to perhaps cheer up a friend or sell on your stand. I think it's a really nice idea to sell, to give sentiment to your customers, actually, and that's the sort of thing I know I would buy. Now, I'm going to give you Sodalite stars. Snowflake obsidian, not Sodalite. Snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian, I love because of how it's formed. Volcanic ash rains down and lands, and you get this amazing effect. So that each snowflake is a flake of volcanic ash just settling, a very Pompeii strand, and I love all the different tones. By the way, these strands are brand new, they've never been to air before. You have got, they're 10 mil and you've got 105 carats in total from each strand, so in fact 210 carats. Now, whether you're going to make wish bracelets or whether they're going to be earrings, whether they're going to go on a bracelet, whether they're going to go on a necklace, whether they're going to be stud earrings. I mean, there's so much you can do. Stars, hearts and flowers, big sellers for you, aren't they, Mark?
Yeah. Hearts first, then stars, followed by flowers.
Do you think it's people can wish upon a star and you make that kind of sentiment?
It's just such a funky shape, isn't it? You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Yeah, tiara technique in tiaras and all sorts of fascinators, and that's amazing.
Perfect for tiaras, Mark.
It'd be beautiful.
Perfect for partying, because stars and glamour and glitz sort of go hand in hand together, don't they?
Beautiful.
Oh, we're going to give you such a wonderful deal. You're going to buy 2 of these for one very small price tag. Oh, AGC35. Now, I might be here a while. I'm going to do it. I'm going to blink and count them. That's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40 on one strand. So you've got potentially 80 stars. That's 80 wish bracelets. 80. Now, you know I'm not going to give you this for anywhere near £80, but if I did and you sold them for £2 a wish bracelet, that would be a profit-making opportunity. But I'm not going to. No, no, no. Now, if you've got the early bird, you can just create and create and create and create and create. Are you ready for a jaw-dropping price tag? You've got 80 stars in total. That's 40 pairs of earrings if you're using just one in each ear. This is crazy. Ordinarily, they're only $6.95 each anyway, but we're going to give you a double trouble deal, which means that you're going to pay just £9.95 for 2. So one of these strands is just £3. This is a great, great, great opportunity. And you're all seeing it. Linda, Denise, Marla, you're there. Bridget, Charlene, Jerry, Jennifer, a lot of you multi-buying. Rosemary, Katie, Zena, Sandra, Janet, Felicity and Olive, Catherine and Katrina and Jean. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brand new jewellery makers. Hello to you, John and Sharon and Rebecca and Nicholas, a very regular buyer here at Jewellery Maker. It's great to see you in South Yorkshire. Norma in Angus, you're there. Catherine at Warwickshire. I've got Maria in Yorkshire as well. Goodness gracious me, at £9.95. This double trouble deal is awesome. Well done to all that's got theirs. Don't forget to send us a text 0800 644 655 is the way to call us, or 60777 James Studio, followed by your message is the way to get interactive via the text system. Now, I've got the same gemstone. I've got bicones this time for you. Bicones are wonderful in the ladder weave. Bicones are great in between other gemstones. They create wonderful shapes and they are wonderful if you're doing Debbie Bolford style tassels. But Mark, tell me where you place a bicone. Now these are elongated bicones rather than the shorter ones.
You can still beady bead with them. They make amazing beady bead shapes.
Beady beads?
They would make really good cufflinks actually, the outside of cufflinks.
What, in a beady bead?
In a beady bead, yeah.
I've never seen a beady bead in elongated.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
A beady bead cross with a rosary chain on my last show.
Yes, I remember it, yes.
And that would be stunning with that. It would make a really nice open ball, golf ball shape. It would be beautiful. Beautiful.
Now we're more limited in this one than we were in the last one. Brand new, we don't have as many. If you think you know where we're going price-wise, then get yourself on the phone lines. You've got 240 carats in total with the both, and they are 10 by 8 mil. Snowflake Obsidian is such a wonderful gemstone. Every single one is its own fingerprint. You know, they are all totally individual. And again, remember, everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Are you ready? Excuse me. Kim just told me. £6.95 a strand again individually. You've got a slightly larger carat weight to these, have you? I think it was slightly larger. Slightly larger, sorry, excuse me. Okay, bigger carat weight, so a larger price tag, Kim? No, £9.95 for these is a double trouble deal, and you are definitely getting the opportunity to bulk buy today. Today I've got a brand spanking new tool for you that's just literally come through the building. If you want your flush cutters, I've got them for you today, £9.95. Oh no, poor Mark. Oh. I know you wanted these. He went, then.
I've waited weeks and weeks for these.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do we have loads of them? I've got 200. Can't mark up these if I open them.
Can I show you my flesh cutters that I bought when we had a different style last year? Look at the state of those blades.
Ah, look at the state of them. I tell you what you've done. You've opened memory wire with them. That's what you've done now.
That's why I've been waiting for these.
Well, you've only got yourself to blame there, Marky. Oh no, God bless you.
They're appalling, aren't they?
They ain't flush cutting nothing.
No.
The flush cutter. Now I've got for you right now the double trouble. I'll talk to you in a minute about the flush cutter. I couldn't contain my. It literally just came in the building, Mark. Oh, and I know your name was on the list. £9.95 for these. Loads of you there. It's a double trouble deal. Ordinarily £6.95 each. But if you're coming shopping with us today, you're paying just £3 for the one strand. Rosemary and Beryl have got theirs. Kathleen in Perthshire, you bought 2 of these. Zena, you're shopping with us again, and so are you, Nicholas. Margaret and Audrey and Wendy, you're shopping with us. Katie in Cornwall, you're there. Helen and Deborah, you're also shopping for these. It's great to have you all on board. Pink pyrite is what I've got next. I'm gonna give you. Now you're gonna really love this strand. It's girly. You've got to have it if you're creating anything pink for prom day. I think, you know, all these kids with their proms, they're coming up in June and July. I didn't have a prom because I'm too old, of course. I was born in 1980 when you didn't have proms then. We didn't have proms in our day, did we, Mark?
Not in the early 70s, we didn't.
No, it didn't happen. That was only in America. But I love this. I think it's just such a wonderful bridesmaid strand as well. It's fun, It's softer than the other of the pyrites. I've got another one coming up for you in a bit, look. But don't they look amazing together? Now this is ball gown wow factor, isn't it? It's a sort of strand that you're going to create very special pieces from. And because it's got the weight of pyrite, I think it feels nice and expensive. Because if you've ever seen in a bead shop a gemstone that gives you this wonderful metallic finish, when you pick them up and they feel lightweight, they can sometimes feel plastic, can't they? Actually, they then lose their appeal to me. But strands like this I love because you've got the weight behind them. You've got a very weighty gemstone. Now, Mark, I love the softness of these. I think you're going to tell me that with silver wire, these would look wonderful in a herringbone macrame.
They would. Not necessarily silver, though, purple. The deep purple wire we've got would look beautiful with those. It's a really unusual colour, actually, this pink.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? Chartreuse would look good with these.
Would, yes.
I do like our chartreuse wire. I actually think, because you've got that metallic lustre, I think actually, Mark, it doesn't really matter what. If you want to tone it down a bit, maybe a bit of antique bronze. Do you know what I think these would look awesome with? Your little bows.
Yes.
How cute are they going to look with your bows? They do, don't they? They're gorgeous. Now, this is a brand new strand. They are mirror graduated. They're faceted on both sides. They're just going to make gorgeous earrings. What about with that Labradorite? You wanted to add some bling. I do think that these are going to look stunning as well with your Peridot. I love pink and green today. But yeah, like I just showed you, it's going to look gorgeous together. Are you looking now and thinking, right, I'm doing my daughter's or my niece's or my granddaughter's prom style jewellery. This has got to go in your collection. Big cluster rings with maybe the powder pink or the minky coloured shell pearl that we've got. That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it, with a minky shell pearl?
The coffee colours would be beautiful as well.
Oh, I love the inspiration that's flowing with a strand like this. It's a tassel strand as well. It's going under £10, unbelievably. Just £9.95. All these pastel tones are going to be so in over the summertime, aren't they? Gorgeous. And they're saying, aren't they, flat shoes and stud earrings are going to be the look of the summer. Flat shoes and stud earrings. These would make beautiful stud earrings, wouldn't they? That suits me too. Yeah, although I'm very short. So maybe I just won't go. No, I do think it's nice for the summer. Flat shoes and stud earrings suit. It's definitely. I think that Dallas style should come back in. Absolutely. Who doesn't want to be Alexis Carrington? £9.95, 110. Can we do the purple as well? We're going to do the brand new again, the purple. And I think if you bought the pink, they go hand in hand. These would look gorgeous sewn into a really plain sort of satin dress that you're going to wear to the prom. Sew in some genuine gemstones just to jazz it up a little bit. Have a look at the facets, because they're what's gorgeous, aren't they? Have a look. And that deep, deep purple, again, the Peridot is going to look incredible with. Mark, this deep purple is going to look incredible with the turquoise.
Colour. Look at that.
Isn't it wonderful? What about with the Russian dioxide of the kit that's coming up next? Oh my gosh.
That's ultra Wimbledon, isn't it?
It is. I'm very excited for Wimbledon. Are you? Are we going to get another winner, please, Andy Murray? What do you reckon? But this is also going to look stunning with your early bird. I'm definitely thinking with that gorgeous purple thread. How stunning that is. Or with the silver, actually with any of those colours. Maybe not the darker blue. I love it. Mark, what would you do with this?
I would incorporate it with rose quartz, I think. Just make some amazing rose quartz pieces. Yep.
Have I got any rose quartz? Not on me. We haven't had a lot of rose quartz at the moment, but what would these be? Earrings? Would they be a feature piece? Would they be a shambala?
Earrings, I think you want them to be exposed, don't you? And you want them to be able to move.
I think if they move, you're just going to get that bling factor.
With the gold, with those, have you tried them with the gold bows yet? That's
They're going to
regal,
look incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, you and Claire said the word regal at the same time then. Oh, you two, you're in sync. Do you know, aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they beautiful together? I'm very jealous of you today if you bought these. I think these are going to sell out really fast. Make sure you're on the phone lines, because if you want to create that cascading, these are going to be less than the last strand. They're only £8.95. But do you know what? Big cocktail ring. These look amazing with the 1.25. Gold. You want to see them. You want to see a big cluster ring. These are going to look just gorgeous. £8.95. You've almost got little blue flashes here. Do you know something? I think these might look good because of all the purple in the druzy. Isn't that going to look gorgeous together? Look at that, almost petrol tones, aren't they? Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my gosh, you need this strand in your life. Now, we never had loads of these, and the coated pyrite, we've sort of been drip feeding you over the days, and we're so excited that our buying team have brought these back, and just because they're so different, and it's so wonderful to work with a gemstone that you've never worked with before. There's put a bit of subtlety next to them, because Easter pieces, that's very Easter now, isn't it? And maybe you are creating Easter jewellery. It's better than receiving chocolate, is it? Well, if you've given up chocolate, well, Mark doesn't even like chocolate. If you just would like to donate your chocolate eggs to me, I'll swap them for those sweeties you like.
Oh, okay, that's a deal.
Which I have a whole cupboard full of.
That's a deal.
Okay, I should have bought you some today. Now, we have got... Okay, Mark, I'm so sorry, but I am going to have to play these flush cut pliers. Can I open this one? Okay, I can open this one, Mark.
Can you?
I can. Now, these are from Beryl. Now, they are the flush cutter Princes, they're called. They're Princes ones. Oh, Mark.
Mine are looking really, really, really sad.
Right, Kim's just saying in my ear, uh-oh, there's absolutely loads of people on the phone lines all of a sudden. Now, you need to be on the phone lines right now. We've only got 200 of them. We've only got 200. They will come beautifully packaged. I'm opening mine. And they are your flush cutters. Now, Mark is absolutely beside himself because he's wanted these for ages. How long has it been since we've seen quality flush cutters? Now, I've got to say, these are beautifully designed. They're very soft. They've got that soft grip to them. And now, the first thing that I notice when I get these out, and this is very typical of Beryl, is the quality. You can see that they are exceptional quality. As you can see, they work from the spring. Now, these have just come in. They are flush cutters. There are so many of you on the phone lines. You're going to miss out if you are not on the phone lines right now. You're going to miss out if this is not in your basket right now. Mark, why can't you live without flush cutters?
Well, especially when doing intricate work with wire, you need to be able to finish really neatly, and these will enable you to get right in there to the tiny nooks and crannies and cut incredibly close.
Do they give you that perfect edge? So are these perfect for jump rings?
Yes, perfect. That's probably why I've ruined mine over the years.
Don't use them for memory wire. Oh, bless him, he's a cross with himself. Oh, do you know what? There are people multi-buying. You've got, on the website, we have the price tag now. Let's give you a price tag as soon as we can. On the phone lines, 0800 644 655. You need to be really, really quick. So far, I'm seeing Elaine, I'm seeing Carol, Wendy, Sue, Michelle, Norma, Katie, Meg, Margaret, Lynn, Veronica, Jacqueline. Literally, so many of you. Lorraine, you're there. Zena, you're there. Jennifer, Sue, Natalie, Belinda, Rosemary, Rosalind, Tanya, new telephone callers. I've got Chris, I've got Jelena, I have got Stephanie, Yvonne, you're there as well. Heather, you're there. Bogner, you're there. Sheen, you're there. I have got so many of you. Now, if you want to make your jewellery making that much easier, if you want the perfect finish for your wire work, if you are doing lots of chainmail, and are creating your own jump rings. Your flush cutters are essential. If you don't want to miss out, we've got loads of jump rings on the show tomorrow. If you want to make that perfect incision into your jump ring, if you want to make that flush cut, if you want to get right in there to nip out your wire that is sticking out so that your customers also, right, there are queues on the phone lines. Please make sure you stay there. It is a free phone number if you're dialing calling from a UK landline. We're in dangerous grounds of a sellout here, so if you're sat there and you're thinking, I need my flush cut pliers, and you're not on the phone, you need to get yourself on the phone, or if you're not on the website, you need to get yourself on the website. It's all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. You will get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Mark, why is this unmissable for you? Have you seen them elsewhere? Are they a big price tag elsewhere? What stopped you? Well over half the stock has gone already. What stopped you from buying these elsewhere?
I was waiting for Jewellery Maker to have them back in because of the quality and the price.
And that's hand on heart.
Absolutely. Yep.
Now we're going to give you an excellent price tag. These are a professional tool, by the way. That's very important to note. These are a professional tool. They're never going to be a tiny price tag, because these are going to do things that enable you to produce neatness, quality, and a professional finish. Over half the stock's been allocated. There is a very big chance you're going to miss out if you're not very quick. MKBN69, they're £29.95. Now, Mark's been waiting to replenish his. And Mark, how much of these have you seen them elsewhere? Is it quality for you beyond anything?
I think so. And we all know that Beadsmith is an amazing manufacturer of their tools, and and they pride themselves in the strength and polish and.
Oh, bless your heart.
No, honestly, I've waited weeks.
Weeks and weeks. I'll let you know if there's any. I've opened mine. I mean, he could. Couldn't he? £29.95. As long as, just go.
I can use them on the show.
Yes, go and buy Hannah Oxbury some wine, who is the head of our buying department. MKBN69, loads of you. Jessica, June, Linda. Lots of you multi-buying. Sharon in Glamorgan, you've bought 2 of these. Pamela, you're there. Dorothy, lots of you multi-buying. Bridget in County Down, multi-buying, as well as Marion. I've got Margaret multi-buying too. You've bought 2 of these. Jessica, you're there as well. Goodness me. Aisha, you're there. Great to have you all on board. Catherine from Midlothian. Kathleen from Dumbartonshire. Veronica from Cornwall, you're there. Loads of you there. Zoe in Lanarkshire. Rita, Lorraine, loads of you. Sandy in Derbyshire at £29.95. I am going to leave that with you and let you know that only a quarter of the stock remains. Now, I'm going to give you the Russian dioxide kit as well, so stay on the phone lines if you're on the phone lines for this. Could you just hold these for me, Mark?
I will, yes.
Don't forget that you've got them.
I won't.
You can. Kim says you can have them. Now, have a look at what I've got for you, because it does look like these are going to sell out. You can buy those ones, Mark, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Now, because they're technically mine, aren't they? Because I opened them. Now let's have a look at what you've got. Again, those wonderful findings. Now we've only got 70 of this kit, and of course that's because we got Russian dioxide within this kit. I'm going to show you what you could create out of this wonderful collection. It's called Pure Poison, which is also the name of my favourite perfume. And it's just gorgeous. Mark's having a moment with his flush cutters.
Oh my word!
Oh, there is a little bit of a moment. It's like Sandra D and
it is.
And Danny Zucker right here. Look at him. He's like, oh, Mark. Are you going to put them on a little throne at home?
I'm going to wear them.
He's going to wear them around his neck. Now, let's talk about the kit, but firstly, let's talk about the dioxide. Then I'm going to go straight over because the jewellery is awesome. Russian dioxide. Now, one of our wonderful jewellery makers came up to us at the NEC when we were exhibiting there, and she bought Russian dioxide strand from us. And it was quite expensive, about £60, I think. And she had her piece valued for hundreds. I think, do you remember exactly how much it was that she had it valued for, Mark?
Gosh.
It was hundreds, a couple of £100, wasn't it?
£300, I think.
So you think it was 300?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying make something and it's going to be valued at £300, but I am telling you to make something and go and get it valued, because I think you'll be very happy that you did. I would also advise you, if you're going to buy this kit, to ask the call centre or add the option online of getting the certificate of authenticity, so that if you get this valued, whatever you create, you get it valued, you can show the jeweller that it is what you're saying it is, Russian dioxide. Now, you can do that with any of our gemstones, but I would particularly advise it with this one. Russian diopside is a gemstone that can only be mined for a couple of months in a year. Do you want to see what it's like during minings? This is mining season. This is when you can visit the mine. It's all right to mine. Can you imagine? This is in the summer. Couple of months in the year, after, I think it's after August or September, that's it, the mine is closed. You can't get to, the road is covered, the mine is covered, not happening. Now that means that this gemstone is released in one big batch normally, and then the world goes insane for it. Now, it's very popular, this gemstone in America. American jewelers love it. Also in Asia. Now, all of the American and Asian buyers, when there's a huge trade fair, usually in Hong Kong, and I've been to that trade fair centre, it is absolutely ginormous. This is usually one of the first selling gemstones, goes out like that. And it's a gemstone that you'll see in the big collections of Tiffany & Co, Cartier, Bulgari, a lot of the big jewellers. Mark's wearing Russian diopside earrings at the moment. It is a gemstone that you favour, isn't it?
It's beautiful. There's not a green like it.
There isn't,
absolutely,
is there?
Absolutely adore it.
And actually, now you've said that, there isn't a green like it. Let me say to you this. It's 100% natural. There has been no treatment. It's also, there's a saying about Russian diopside, it's everything an emerald wants to be, because an emerald, a lot of the time, 9 times out of 10, is treated in some way or another to bring out the colours. I'm going to give you so much more with this kit as well. Lots of you are already buying this, and we only had 70, we've now got less than 50. So let's go on over to Marky. And see exactly what Mark has created with his kit. Now, oh, the earrings. Oh, I've left the bracelet over there. So we go. Oh, these earrings are stunning. Absolutely stunning. And actually, Mark, would you ever take the advice of going and getting pieces valued?
I'm thinking about it desperately. I mean, I watch Gems quite regularly, and they always recommend you take your jewellery and get it appraised for insurance purposes and things like that anyway. So, no, absolutely, give it a go. Nothing to lose, have you?
Well, I think you'll be shocked when you see, actually. Now, you're also getting the most amazing black faceted rounds. They are glorious, and I love the black and green together. It makes for uber glamour, doesn't it? You're getting those glorious findings as well, and you're getting some cord. Here's the findings, and like I always say, you've also got the earrings. Look at those little rounded earring hoops, aren't they lovely? And I love all of the texture from the toggle clasp. Now you've got 1 metre of chain, and it's different chain to the other. It's almost thicker links, and you know that I'm really obsessed with the hearts that you get with it as well. Now, a lot of these kits have already gone on the website. It's called Pure Poison. Look at the jewellery that Mark's created. We have got, now these earrings I am a major fan of course. Mark's earrings today that he's wearing are of Russian diopside. It's that striking quality that you get. Look at them. And then you've got some classics, some real classics. It's all about that bracelet, isn't it? We've had lots of people loving the bracelet, and actually Mark's used that, half the stock's gone, used that wonderful toggle clasp. It's all that texture, and using the rondelles, the silver rondelles as well. And then you have got a beautiful necklace. I'm going to give you the dimensions of your gemstones. Have a look at the necklace, and I'll just teetle over and have a look for you. So your black onyx rounds are 9mm. Your Russian diopside 6x3 to 20x9, so they go and these are long chips, and you've got 250 carats, and then you've got beautiful silver moonstone as well, and you've got 260 carats of that. The nuggets range from 7x3 to 10x5. Wow, this kit has got the wow factor, most certainly for me. You look at this trio of gemstones, and my goodness gracious me, they're gorgeous. Look at the necklace. This is what I was talking to you about earlier, how Mark not only incorporates macrame into bracelets, but also breaks tradition and puts it into necklaces as well. Green and black together are superb. They're so strong, aren't they? Really striking jewelry. USG C13. All of this with 100 findings for the very small price tag. Do you know what? You should be paying the best part of £40 for this. And I will stand by the fact that I think that's very low because you've got Russian dioxide. And I would happily pay £40 for a kit like this, knowing, Mark, that anywhere else where I've seen a complete jewellery kit, it's been way more than a price tag I've seen here.
And they're not small chips either. I mean, they're big chips.
Really striking, large chips. You've got opportunities to make some gorgeous jewellery here. What do you think? Should this kit be $29.95? I think that would be a good price tag. It's not though. It's not going to be anywhere near that price tag. It's going to be just £21.95. Wouldn't you pay that for the Russian dioxide alone? That one strand? Don't you think that that would be fair? Russian dioxide. Gorgeous.
Gosh.
Look how long the moonstone is. Now, Mark, you're going to give us a demo. Which piece are you going to demonstrate for us?
The necklace.
I'm so glad you said that. She's going to demonstrate the necklace for us. Now, don't forget, we are talking about Russian dioxide, and this kit is very fast flying out the door. Helen, you're there. Anonymous in the beautiful Cambridgeshire. How gorgeous is Cambridge? Hazel, you're there. Alice, Eileen and Margaret, Patricia, you're there. It is lovely to see you. Now, we're going to start at what point, Mark?
We're going to start at the beginning. It's just a really simple technique. It's using 2 knots, most of which the viewers know. One is the square knot, and the other one is the half hitch.
Okay. Yeah.
So I made a mistake with mine. Hands up, I must apologise. I ran out, hence why the necklace is small.
Oh, it is? That would fit around my neck.
Because I cut 3 lengths and it wasn't long enough. So what I recommend doing is the satin cord that you get in the kit, cut it into 3 pieces.
Okay.
All of it.
How many lengths of 3 pieces?
3. 3 pieces. So what I would tend to
do
is...
The whole reel?
The whole reel. Yeah, measure that into 3 pieces.
So about 3 and a bit
meters
each.
It sounds a lot, but we're going to be using all of it.
Okay.
And as I said, I cut 3 pieces and it wasn't quite long enough.
Okay.
So I'm only going to use shorter pieces for the demo. So you want 3 pieces, fold them in half, double them over so you have 6 strands, okay, which we've got here. And then we split them into 2 sets and into 3 sets. And the first thing we need to do is I've done 10 half square knots or 5 square knots, but I'll just do a couple just to show you. So you take the 2 left outer and you take the 2 right outer and you do a series of square knots.
Okay.
So we'll just do a couple of these. I just love using satin, absolutely lovely. And I haven't used a single finding on this necklace either, which...
have you not? No, you haven't. You've done the traditional button style.
Knot, yes. So we'll just do a few more of those, do another round.
I'll pop that there so you can see Mark's done the button style. Is that in your way, Mark?
No. Okay. And what I've done with the adding of the beads, I've done it in sections of 4 half hitch knots. So what we do is we've got a left, a middle and a right. So we take the left hand 2, first of all we're going to work with those. And we move on to half hitch knot, which is very simple. And always, when you're doing this technique specifically, you go outside in rather than inside out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to do the outside first. So we attach the inside and we do a half hitch, which is simple. You go across your lazy, underneath, and pull up. That's it. So that's 1 half hitch. We attach that to our board. We do the inside, or the right-hand side. And we bring that up to the top. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to do, when we get to the 4th, we start incorporating beads. So we're going to put a bead on the 4th, the 8th, and the 12th.
4th, 8th, and 12th.
Okay, so this is going to be so we've done 3 half hitch knots.
Yeah.
Now we're going to pop on a bead, and the holes in
this is the 4th.
This is the 4th.
Okay.
And the holes in the onyx will take the satin so easily.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you wanted to make general macrame bracelets, you could as well. So all we do then is to do exactly the same. So we go underneath the lazy, bring it up to the top, and just manipulate it so that the bead sits nice and flush inside. And then we attach that again, and then we do another 4. So 1, 2, attach. This is why the macrame boards come in really useful. 3, 4. So now we've got 8 stitches. Now to get that graduated bead that we've got on the little section here, the first section I've put a bead on the 4th half hitch.
Yeah. On
the middle section I've put it on the 8th.
Yeah.
On the outside I've put a bead on the 12th.
Oh. Yeah, so 4, 8, 12 is going to be...
So you need them to be the same. So at the beginning of the left-hand side, we started with 3. So in all, you need 15 half hitches on each segment.
Okay.
So
it makes sense.
Yeah. So 4th, 8th, 12th, you add more stitches to make the equivalent of the same piece up here. And then you join them back up again, and you do the square knot, which we've got, if I bring that across, on that side. So we've got 4th, 8th, 12th. We've done 3 stitches, which we started off at the start of the first bead here, and then I've done 5 square knots, separated them. This time, working from the outside in exactly the same as we did. You do it in reverse. So it's on the 12th half hitch, then on the 8th, and then on the 4th. So you're going in a zigzag pattern.
Oh
can
yeah, yes, I can see that now, yeah.
So
in then out, then in then out.
So as long as you alternate it. So it would be 4, 8, 12, 12, 8, 4, 4, 8, 12, 12, 8, 4, all the way around.
If I get it, everyone else will get it, yes.
So, and then once you've got to, as I said, I ran out of satin because I cut it off too short, but all I've done is when I've finished off the beading, I've done 10 of the half square knots on the piece here, and then all I've done is half hitch all the 2 remaining strands, and I've just popped a bead on the end, tied a little knot for your button clasp.
And it's literally like a little buttonhole, that's why we call it a button clasp.
If you use the entire reel of that satin, which I should have done in the first place, you can get 6 little sections, and it would be a nice neat finish. I wouldn't have had to have done this section here.
Okay, well actually I like it as a choker. I think it's cute.
Okay, yeah.
These would also make really nice belts and things
you could turn that into a belt, absolutely.
And I think now we're thinking about summer pieces, belts, macrame belts that are really cool, aren't they?
Perfect.
Now, I'm going to go back over to the centre because I've just been told I am allowed to do the Peridot, which I'm very excited about because you and I have a big thing about Peridot.
We do.
August birth gemstone. Let's go. Thank you, Mark.
Pleasure.
I'll see you in a minute at the wall. Now, August birth gemstone, we don't have loads of. I'm going to be giving you a very, very silly price tag for this Peridot. Kim's just told me in my ear and I think, oh, it should be $14.95. Now I've got some beautiful sunstone and I'm just going to put the 2 together because I think they look so pretty together. Together with that sunstone, the Peridot, just glistening, gorgeous. I'm just going to pop that back. That's coming up for you later on. Now, Peridot, like I said, August birth gemstone. This and emerald were Cleopatra's favourite gemstone. They have the most wonderful glow. They look like they're being ignited from the inside, so they do look spectacular with gemstones such as citrine or the golden rutile quartz you might have got with your 20-strand bundle. I've got some citrine here. I'm going to put them together and I just want you to see that freshness. Now, if you are creating spring, summer pieces, then you have to have this Peridot in your collection because it has got the most striking colour. Now you can put these with golds, you can put these with silver, you can put these with the little bows. I think you have got so many wonderful colour blend opportunities. These could go in a crochet piece, these could go in earrings, clustered rings, these could go in bracelets. What about putting these in memory wire bracelets? It's just such a joy to have Peridot. And Mark, you always recommend having as many birth gemstones as possible.
Oh, absolutely. You always get asked. Absolutely always. And it's a really good start of a conversation piece as well. If somebody comes up to your craft stall and they pick up a piece of, I don't know, a pair of tanzanite earrings, for example, you say to them, well, is tanzanite your birthstone? Oh, I don't know. No, my birthday's in March. Oh, that's aquamarine. And then you move over to the aquamarine section and then you start talking about aquamarine and so it's a really good selling tool as well to have them all on your table.
It's nice to have those conversation starters as well, because a lot of people do feel a bit frightened to approach their customers and actually strike up a conversation. And
that's right.
Peridot's very well known, Mark, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And again, there's only 2 or 3 greens that I think are true greens, and Peridot is, I just love it. Absolutely beautiful.
Now we know it looks stunning with garnet and it looks stunning with pearl. Mix it up with a lot of other different genuine gemstones, because I think you'll be shocked in fact, at how many gemstones this looks glorious next to. You can see that this strand boasts exceptional clarity. Now, they're not $14.95 today. We're going to take that price tag down for you. UNG P64, 220 carats of gorgeous peridot. They're between 5x3 to 14x6, so they go really large at just £11.95. We are honouring the very lowest price tag you have ever seen for this wonderful, wonderful gemstone strand. They found peridot on Mars, did NASA, and I think actually it's fascinating, isn't it? You really can glitz this up in so many different ways. With the labradorite, it will look stunning because there are greens in Labrador essence. It will look like I just showed you earlier. How gorgeous is that sunstone together with the peridot? There's something very Mad Max and rustic about that.
I was looking at the navy blue on the top of that silk satin cord.
Yeah, wouldn't that look good? What about the lapis lazuli
lapis,
then?
yeah, that blue.
Will that work?
Yeah, yes. Look at it. Yeah.
That's good. Oh, Mark, he's not just a pretty jewellery maker. Look at that. Gorgeous. What about jewellery? What would you do with this shape, Mark?
Gosh, I would use that for memory wire bangles. So straightforward bangles and add a little charm on either end, maybe.
Pearly
That's
charm.
Yeah,
little white
that's all
pearl.
you'd need. Yeah.
I knew you were going to say memory wire bangle. I did have a feeling that you would. But if you're doing wire work, gold looks incredible. And actually, if you have got the cuff and bangle DVD that Laura Binding just brought out, it's amazing. These would look great wire wrapped on a nice firm bangle, wouldn't they? Gorgeous. Ladies, are you shopping for this? Well done to you. You do need to check out baskets. If you've got an unchecked basket, then you could miss out. Now I'm going to give you the serpentine next. Huge trillions of serpentine. These look, now that's, have you ever been to Butterfly Land? Because it's reminding me of all the green in Butterfly Land. There's a couple of them, isn't there, around? We've got one near us in Hertfordshire, and there is one in Stratford. I love it in there. It's very peaceful and tranquil. There's lots of waterfalls, and it's reminding me, the serpentine, of that. Now, I think this is going to look amazing if you bought the coloured hematite. So these trilliants, Mark, are they petals for you? Are they centres, focal pieces for a wirework pendant?
No, I think they're all wirework pendants, that particular shape.
I love the edges to these.
Lovely.
Now some of these have got facets to the. Oh, they're one-sided faceted. Did you know that?
They're beautiful. I've joined this a hobby group called, is it Pinterest? I've recently joined, which is a group that people can put their hobbies and what pages they like, and it's a really, really nice little. I've just joined. I'm just getting to know the basics, and there was a chap who wire wraps guitar plectrums. I think I mentioned it on a previous show.
Yes, these are the
and
shape
that just
of
reminded me of it, and
those.
they're so beautiful, these pieces of work, and that just reminded me of it. Very, very steampunk look, which I think these would be, and with the antique bronze wire, I just think phenomenal.
You're right. These would be a great focal point in the centre of a bangle.
Yeah, perfect.
They'd be wonderful wire wrap, but because they've got edge to them and they're flat on the other side, again, I'm thinking about soutache, and I know I mention it a lot. I am a little bit obsessed with soutache, yes. What about cufflinks? They're a nice big size of 70s style cufflinks, and of course we know with the whole Ron Burgundy trend going back on, that's kind of cool, isn't it? If you've seen Anchorman, you know, because films like The Great Gatsby, of course you can't compare the two films, but they do spur trends, don't they? I haven't seen it yet. Look at this. My partner went on his own without me, and it was the only film I wanted to see this year. Don't you think that's selfish? There was a row, there was. Have a look. Have a look at what you've got here. The greens are glorious, and I am thinking about putting them with the citrine from Mark's challenge today. I think that's very springtime, isn't it? Yeah, the lambs are almost leaping from your screen. Now, be fast, because we're going to give you an awesome price. Like, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 on my strand. You should have there or thereabouts. If you're looking at your stash now thinking everything's round, everything's round. Mark can't concentrate. He can't concentrate on anything because he's just literally gazing into. If the pliers had eyes, he just looked at me and went, "It's pliers." You are funny, banana. Now, we're going to give to you a very low price tag. Actually, if you're watching here, I love the white, do you? If you're watching today and you're thinking, I've never used a strand like that, I'm a bit worried because I don't know what to do with them. Don't ever worry, it's great to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And actually, most people will tell you that it's the time, when they push themselves out of their comfort zone, it's the time when they create their best pieces. Would you agree with that,
absolutely.
Mark?
I've definitely found that myself. Just take that chance and just step into the unknown and you'll be amazed at what you produce.
You don't necessarily step, but are in fact pushed by us.
Pushed.
Yes.
I should say that, yes.
A gentle nudging out of your comfort zone. But nudge yourself out of your comfort zone with this one. If you're dialing, it's 0800 644 655. If you're on the webulous, it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. AGGP31 is your item code. These are only £6.50. Really taking every penny off, every single penny. Claire's shocked at that price. My director Claire is even shocked at that price, and she's been here a long time. 380 carats. They're all uniform at 25 mil as well. So if you want to make something that's perfectly uniform, well, these again could be very quirky cocktail rings. Don't rule them out for cocktail rings. Loads of you are shopping with us today, and it's time to say a great big hello to each and every one of you. Goodness me, look at that colour. Look at the range of colour. Look at the range of tone that you're getting here. Some of these have got a little bit of clarity. Others are deep, and that peeled grape green is what you're getting here, or Chardonnay green. We could do with a glass of that right now, couldn't we? Oh, no, it's not before 12. Now, remember, one side of these is flat, the other side is faceted, and that might be suiting you if you want to put these on backing felt. If you want to put these with your needle felt or anything like that, then it's a great thing to have that flat edge. Sometimes that's what we're looking for. Right now, what we're looking for is you and your wonderful designs for our second visit of the day, second visit to the Wall of Fame. Oh, I've got such a beautiful chainmail bracelet, and I love the clasp. Number 26. This must have taken ages. Number 264 is from Lynn Cornish in Sidmouth in Devon. That's funny that she's called Lynn Cornish and she lives in Devon. I like that, I like that. Now, Lynn writes, here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a Ramanov chain. It's a Ramanov chainmail bracelet with amethyst beads. Jump rings and amethyst are from Jewellery Maker, and clasp is from my stash. I love that clasp. Aren't you wonderful? Is there a big jump ring? Yes, there is. I had tried chainmail a couple of years ago and put it to one side. Seeing Debbie Bolford's wonderful design renewed my interest, and after purchasing her DVDs, so you haven't done it for... My gosh, isn't it wonderful? Debbie Bolford is a great tutor, isn't she? She really is wonderful. So after purchasing her DVDs and the fantastic way she explains things, I finally cracked it. And that's from Lynn Cornish in Devon. 264. Beautiful. I think she's so talented, Mark. That is just beautiful.
Next one I've got this morning is number 261. And this is from Sandra in North Lincolnshire. And Sandra says, hi all at Jewellery Maker, loving the show, presenters and the guest designers. A while ago I bought a bundle of wire with some square chain in it. I'm not a square kind of girl, as I normally like flowing lines and natural shapes, so I didn't know quite what to do with it. So I put it in my stash and forgot about it. I was in the mood to take something and came across the chain and thought I'd just go for it and make a bracelet, earrings and necklace quickly followed, and I'm very pleased with them. What do you think? Sometimes it's good to do something different. Thanks for all the inspiration and great products, and welcome back, Carol. And that's from Sandra Edwards in Barton-on-Humber.
Sandra, I love it. I think it's very modern.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Stunning. Now, talking of gorgeous and stunning, this. Oh, look at the clasp. Just such a stunning set of pearls. I'd be very tempted to be buying this. This is from Lynn Edwards in the beautiful Cinderford in Gloucestershire. And Lynn writes, hi all at JM Towers. This is my entry for this week. I've been given a double strand of pearls and they looked a little tired. I restrung them with gold spacers on the original clasp. Then the leftover beads let me make 4 pairs of earrings using a few grey pearls and findings from Jewellery Maker. I love this sort of upcycling. Do you know what, Lynn, I do too. This is just wonderful. So using the original features and just revamping tired looking jewellery. And actually that's what gets a lot of us into jewellery making in the first place, I think, Mark.
I think so, absolutely, absolutely.
You're number 263.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Stunning. I must make more rings. I think that'll be my
That's
thing.
your resolution.
I've got to try and make more rings, yeah. Number 260, and this is from Helen. And Helen says, hello, I had a little play with my 1mm pink wire and 0.8 gold. Added a few little amazonite and a minty colour shell pearl. I'm not too good at making rings, but I enjoyed having a little play, and I'm happy to say I will be wearing them all. That's from Helen in Galston-on-Sea in Norfolk, number 260.
Love Norfolk. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Is it mesh that she's put that on?
Must be. Stunning, isn't it?
I'm going to
Wow,
it's just,
wow.
do you know, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it's from Paulette, and Paulette writes, hi all, I hope you like this commission, which I did for a colleague at work. She loved them, and it's my first entry to the Wall of Fame. I've been making for 12 months and already been to 2 workshops and coming to my 3rd with Sheila on the 15th of February. You're going to love it. If it's I think it's probably bridal, and
is,
oh my gosh, Sheila's bridal pieces are drop dead gorgeous. Love to you all, and it's great that Carol's back from Paulette in Solihull, which is just down the road. Well, do you know what, Paulette? These are beautiful. I'm wondering whether these are to go together with a bridal bouquet or whether they're dream catchers. I just think they're stunning. You're number 262 and very, very talented. So we can't wait to meet you. Now, after the break, we have got my presenter's pick coming up for you, which is, oh no, so sorry, it's an hour's time, not right now. But I want to just give you a little sneaky peek. That Heliodor, that aquamarine. Oh, what is coming up after the break is the natural turquoise. A lot of you have been asking when. Well, it's coming up very soon. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service. Join Jewellery Maker and guest designer Mark Smith for our long-awaited Macrame workshop. Get to know the essential techniques and knotting formations to create these vastly popular designs. Learn square stitch, twist stitch, slip knot and much more. The full course includes a range of different threading materials, a selection of gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Welcome back, welcome back. I'm going to bring you some beautiful turquoise. Before I do that, I'm going to give you the heads up. We have less than 50 of the flush cutting tools left. I've just had a big conversation with Mark about these, and he was saying the value is remarkable. Because I said, Mark, you know, is that great value? Tell me, because I've never bought flush cut pliers. And you just said to me, I promise you that the value is phenomenal. Now you can cut 2mm wire with this, it's saying.
It's amazing.
Does that reflect on the quality? Can you cut 2 mil with all of it?
Without a doubt, absolutely. No. As you said, I can't fault these at all. Best tool for me that we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Now don't worry, Mark, you can have mine, it's all right. So they are the flush cut pliers. We are very, very limited and they're yours for £29.95. They are now limited. 0800 644 655. How long, Mark, have you been waiting for these flush cut pliers?
Gosh, it must be November of last year, October, November of last year we had them.
Really? It's been that long?
I think so.
Now you've got to be quick. Once they're gone, they're gone. And I'm being told that is all the stock that we have has gone in to today at £29.95. Mark's been waiting months and months and months for these, and you must, if you want them, be quick. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number. If you're dialing from a UK landline, you can, of course, pop these in a basket online. All the W's.JewelleryMaker.com is the way you do it. Now, they are very, very comfortable, and like I said, they will cut up to a 2 mil wire, and they are flush cutters. You can get right in there in that little bit of spiking out wire and a very elaborate piece of wire work, right the way down to snipping off something in a chainmail bracelet or cutting your own jump rings. Invaluable to you, Mark, because?
I mean, something like this, can't remember where I've put it now. That tube, for example, I mean, that'll take me 5 minutes to go through that whole coil with those, and they'll be neat. They'll be extremely neat, very sharp. Perfect.
So you're talking about a gizmo coil that you can make your own jump rings out of, and you're saying that these will go. Me have a go? Yeah. Oh no! Okay, this really is the test. Okay, if it doesn't work, it's
do it the other way, so that the flat side goes against the piece you're going to be cutting.
That's okay, that's a good tip.
That's it, yeah.
And just here?
Yeah.
How many jump rings can I do at a time?
I do one at a time, but I think you probably do 2 with that.
Hang on. Stop, I just did 2. I made my own jump rings then really easily. Oh gosh, yes,
aren't they beautiful?
Look. Now, if I'd have done that with my other cutters, I'd have got an angle.
You've got an angle, yeah.
So these are straight, they cut straight like a saw.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do I not need, hang on a minute, if I didn't manage to get the saw cutter tool, these are just,
perfect.
These will do fine?
Obviously this is going to take you a lot longer to do individually, but exactly, yeah, they're beautiful. This is
I'm addicted to making my own. Oh, they're really easy, it goes through like butter, because I was being a bit sort of...
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
Really lovely,
This is why I'm so passionate about these. Okay,
these make a big difference. If I can make really neat jump rings out of them, forget it, you need them, you've got to have them. £29.95. They're limited now. How many have we got left? We've got 20 left. They're going to sell out. Now, Mark, I'm going to give you this back.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to give to you a beautiful, beautiful actually 2 beautiful strands of turquoise. Now, actually, in the break, I was talking to Mark about the pliers, and I also said to Kim, do you remember when we launched 3 strands of turquoise for £80? Was it £90? 80-something pounds, she's saying, Kim is. Now, at the time, that was just the most breathtaking price tag, because we could not get genuine turquoise, natural turquoise. Now, I'm giving you natural turquoise rounds at 5 mil. These 5 mil rounds are £17.95 on their own, which comparatively to ourselves last summer is extremely good, because the price tags were more like £30 a strand, which, now I'll talk to you about why it's so important to get natural turquoise in just a tickle. You're also going to get, these ones always remind me of a Fabergé egg. You can see all the matrix of the turquoise in these. Isn't it beautiful? Now, natural turquoise is quite hard to come by. Natural turquoise that hasn't had any treatment or hardening, because turquoise is by reputation quite a soft gemstone. Well, they used to grind it down and use it in makeup in the Egyptian times. It would be mixed with milk and painted on, and it would be used in cave paintings and in makeup and things like that, and painting tomb trinkets, all sorts of things actually. And so to get the type of turquoise that doesn't need any hardening or any treatment is very difficult. When you think about our competitors, well, a lot of the very big jewelers, I don't even need to tell you the names of those jewelers. they are getting hold of natural turquoise because it's the best. A highly coveted gemstone is turquoise. Often you'll see pieces on the high street that aren't even real turquoise, they're dyed howlite. Nothing wrong with that if you know what you're buying. A lot of the time you don't. Now remember that one strand on its own is $17.95. I'm going to give you both strands for an incredible price tag. This is genuine natural turquoise. Hang on a minute. So I can buy the strand of rounds on their own for £17, fine. $17.95, yeah? Or I can get, and you can do that on the website right now, or I can pay less and get more.
What?
I don't think you've got the concept of, who cares? I know I'm making a ridiculous saving, £17. They should be $17.95 for the one. You can still get the one on our website for $17.95, or you can be very sneaky and come through and get this double trouble deal at £17. Mark turquoise, December's birth gemstone.
Again, I get asked for that quite often. And year before last, it was before we were starting to get the turquoise in, and we didn't get any topaz either, and I missed out on sales because I didn't have either of them. And now I've been able to have both at this amazing price. That's fantastic.
I love turquoise. I think it looks wonderful with pyrite. I think it gives you a really rustic look, and I think a lot of us have got friends who will tell you that this is their favourite gemstone. Turquoise is a big favourite.
And when I found that at craft fairs, when people ask me for turquoise, they also straight away they say, "Is it real?" So they all know that.
Oh, they do.
They ask if it's real.
I'm glad they know that a lot of the time that it's not.
Yeah, they always
real.
ask if it's real. Always.
And do you show them the certificate of authenticity?
Oh, absolutely. You need them for all of them.
So there you go. A big tip for you if you are creating to sell on is to get that certificate of authenticity. Now, I've got a friend whose favourite gemstones are amber and turquoise. And actually, if you are really lucky enough to have any amber in it, my friend Charlotte, if you're lucky enough to have any amber in your collection, then please do put it with turquoise because it looks sensational. We haven't had any amber for about a year. We are looking to try and get some more in. Now, the wonderful Rosanna has made the most beautiful bracelet. Look at that. I love that. It's very Sienna Miller. Isn't it gorgeous? And look at the earrings. Now, I love that. I love the mixture of the cord with the leather cord together with the turquoise. I think that is just incredible. You can almost see whoever wears this kind of jewellery would also wear gladiator sandals with it. You know, it's that kind of, and a lovely flowy skirt. Naturally looking gorgeous, really
like
pretty.
you said, Sienna Miller.
So
like
Sienna Miller, darling. So Sienna. Now, I'm going to give to you a brand new Labradorite strand. It's very hard not to break into a Carol Roche when giving you a brand new strand at the moment, you know, especially with that wonderful advert we've got with Carol on it. I love it. Now, look at it. Now, Mark, have you seen this?
Yes. I'm daring not look.
What? Oh, look. Well, I'm going to make you. Look. Go on, I did give you those flush cutters.
Wow. They're special.
Oh, my word. Look at that Labradescence. Who needs words? Now, the one in the centre that looks really dark on your screen actually is giving me the most sensational reds. And when you've got red with Labradorite, you know you've got quality. Now, Labradorite, the more Labradescence you get, the older it is, the longer it's taken to form, because layer by layer by layer by layer is what gives you the colours. The colours are all made up of layers. So if you get lots of different colours, you've got lots of different layers. And to get red is to get some of the most beautiful... Look how smooth that Labradescence is. Have you ever seen Labradorite being advertised by big jewellers? Because do you know what I noticed? That it's crackly. A lot of it's crackly.
Oh, lots of veining, yes.
What is that about? And I didn't even realise. And I thought, oh, no, I like ours better. What do you think? Look at this. Don't you think it's very fluid, the Labradescence? Very beautiful. Look at that gold. Look at that blue. It's like seeing a silvery moon being reflected on the water. There is such a huge romance attached with Labradorite. And my goodness me, if you don't get this strand, you will not forget it for the rest of the week because it's giving you striking, striking, striking colours. I can't get over that red. Can you see it? Look. Remarkable. Now you've got lots of different shapes, lots of different sizes. Every one is giving you a different shape or size. So I think this is a strand for rings or individual. Look at the red. Look, look.
Yes, yes.
Strand for rings, strand for pendants. These are individual pieces of jewellery rather than pairs. Would you agree, Mark?
I think so, without a doubt, yeah. And that's stunning.
If you're a fan of Labradorite and you haven't got this strand, you will regret it, I think.
I think I would get this strand and have it kept on the strand on my craft table.
I tell you what, Mark,
so
you would want
yes.
to either create the most spectacular piece of your career, or you'd want to keep it for inspiration.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
I always think it's a shame not to put it in jewellery, but at the same time, it's just so hard, isn't it? It's like when you've got that really expensive piece of jewellery that's been handed down to you from your grandmother that you've never worn. But it is a waste if you don't wear it, but it's so special to you that you can't bear it in case you lose it. It's one of those strands that you are going to treasure so much. Look at that. Look at that red. I mean, awesome. Beyond it. Look at the blue. You've got green, you've got silver labradorescence. Purple, I'm getting so many purples. You have to be on the phone lines for this. It's just one of the best strands of Labradorite I've ever seen. And we had those big chunky Labradorites, which is one of my favourites by tradition. But this is brand new, I've never seen it before, and my gosh, I need it. I've got to have it. It's almost sparkling, that Labradorescence. WPRU49 is your item code. They're only $12.95. They're only $12.95.
Really? Oh, God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 16 on. That's 16 rings. I'd sell those. If I made rings with Labradorite, I'd sell them for about £25 because these are beautiful. Yep. I mean, this is striking. So I could potentially make quite a big profit out of these. I was speaking to somebody the other day who said, "Oh, so you're into that crafty thing, are you?" He said, "Oh yeah, my wife watches Jewellery Maker," and he said to me, "Well, it's a good little earner though. I don't mind her watching and buying."
No,
and I
true,
thought, yeah, all right. If you know, he says it's not my thing, but it's a good little earner because she takes it to all the fetes and fairs and things like that. And it's funny the people you meet that, and a lot of the husbands say, "Oh, I don't mind because she sells it all," you know, and it is beautiful. It's one of those strands that you're just going to want to have in your collection. £12.95. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to give you another wonderful deal. A double sunstone deal. This sunstone's gone with so much already, hasn't it? Only got... Now, this is going to sound like a lot, but it really isn't. We've got 85 in stock. Not enough, because we're giving you a double trouble deal. Now, often people will ask me, what's the difference between sunstone and moonstone? Not a massive amount. One major thing, and that is its inclusions of natural copper, which make it sparkle. It's like you've got fireworks going off inside these gemstones, and at that colour, look at that. It's deep, it's rich, it's apricot, but it's peach at the same time. It's striking. It's going to go so well again with the citrine from Mark's challenge. Look at that. Look at that. Now, sunstone, the very sound of it. Sunstone and moonstone. I love the word sunstone. I think it's got a romance behind it, hasn't it? If you're creating your Valentine's pieces, don't ever miss out this gemstone. It's warming. It's got this incredible beauty and an ability to light up. It's got this magic to it. Again, any gemstone that gives us something extra visually. It could be labradorescence, it could be chatoyancy, and it is chatoyancy in this case, as well as the copper, giving you the most incredible refraction. So the light going into these gemstones and bouncing around, bouncing off each little tiny fragment of copper and giving you that sparkle. And I do think us women in particular love a bit of sparkle. Mark, where are these going to sit in your jewellery designs?
I think I would have use gold or rose gold head pins, quite a lot of them, and just thread every one of them on a coiled loop onto stretchy elastic and just have a really big bubbly bracelet. I think that'd be stunning. That. Just be beautiful.
Bubble bracelets are perfect idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you want to see it. You want to see all that copper.
Right. That's right.
A double trouble deal. It's like shimmer, isn't it? Is what you're getting from these. That gorgeous shimmer. Now, SZG C54. These are usually £8.95 per strand, which I've got to say is a very good price tag for sunstone. Kim was supposed to go at £11.95 for both, but There's no stopping her. She's going lower. Not £11.95 today. She's slashing down. SZGC54 double trouble. They're two lots of 75 carats. They're only £9.95. Oh, she's a wicked one. She's wickedly brilliant. £8.95 for one. You're paying £1 for the other strand. Kim. They love you. Jewellery makers love you. Use your debit card or your credit card. Loads of you reeling in on the phone lines for this. 0800 644 655. You have got to check out baskets if you're shopping on all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. Otherwise, you do risk a miss out. You do not want to miss out on this strand. Definitely not. Mark, again, I mean, you've got a lot of design opportunity here, profit opportunities for somebody that is a businessman.
Oh, I think so, absolutely, absolutely. And there's little beads in between as well. Don't throw those away, keep those for future projects as well.
They're like little crimp beads, actually, aren't they? Yeah. These look good. If ever you're going to make the style of jewellery that you wear, like anklets or the slave bracelets or anything like that, they work really well because they add a little bit of comfort, don't they? They've got this lovely silvery inners to them. Well, they're like crimp beads with clear quartz over the top is what they look like. They're very pretty. Now, we are very, very, very busy on the phone lines. There is a slight queue. If you're joining on the tail end of it, please stay where you are. It's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. Now, I'm going to recap. We've got 3 of the 20 strand bundle left, unbelievably. Woohoo! They're so heavy, it's ridiculous. We are going to give you, I'll tell you what we should do. I'm going to show you these individually. They're really cold. You know how sometimes genuine gemstones are freezing cold? Look at these big red jaspers. Gorgeous, the brick red. They're very oriental, actually, I think. Then you have got your bronzite. Then you have got your agate. Then you have got your turquoise jasper. Then you have got your black agate drops. Goodness me, you've got 2 strands of the beautiful shell. You've got your tourmaline, which is a double strand. You've got a strand of apatite. You have got a strand of golden rutile quartz. You've got two of those actually. 2 strands of golden rutile quartz. Larimar. Gorgeous. Another strand of beautiful apatite. You have got 2 double strands of moonstone, rainbow moonstone. You have got a double strand of silver moonstone. You've got your Russian amazonite. You have got your smoky quartz, your clear quartz, and your multicolored crackled quartz. Goodness gracious me, my arm is literally being weighed down. We have got a tiny quantity of these left, so we got single figures of these left. If you want them, you're going to have to be very, very quick indeed. You should be paying £70 and 50 pence, but you're paying just £45 for these today, which amounts to £2.25 per genuine gemstone strand. You've got Larimar, you've got some expensive gemstones in here. How wonderful is that? That poppy jasper, they're huge, by the way. They're 25 by 15 mil. Massive nuggets. They can look incredible. Just knotted. Lots of space in between each one over the head. Chips and nuggets are a great way of moving away from the round gemstone as well, Mark, aren't they? They're one of your favourites. And you've got your first workshop. There's only 1 space left.
Yes, Friday.
Talk to everybody about chip and nuggets. What do you do on your workshop? Why do you love them? Okay,
well, on the DVD, which I believe we've got in stock at the moment, we do 7 little projects. And right at the beginning, Vicky and I give a 5-minute explanation of the range of sizes and gemstones and colours that we have in our stock. So right from the little, I call them microchips, the tiny little gems of distinction strands, right up to for example, the jaspers or the big quartz ice cubes, as we call them. And each of the 7 projects just shows you ways of using the gemstones with all different mediums. So we use wire, we use head pins and eye pins, we use memory wire, we use beading thread, and it's just to show that you can use all of those techniques with all of the different sizes of gemstones. And it's just a way of incorporating everything. So on the workshop on Friday, I don't know if any of the ladies are watching, but the first task, and I'm going to give them a quarter of an hour to do it, as a bit of an icebreaker, is I'm giving them a double strand of fluorite chips, and I'm giving them a quarter of an hour to take them off, colour grade them and restrand them into a lariat necklace.
And
I've got a stopwatch as well. So and then we're going to do memory wire bangles
as well.
And then we're going to do some memory wire bangles and some little bubble bracelets using head pins and eye pins, right up to a 3-plait weave and all sorts. This is going to be a really good day. Really looking forward to it.
Lovely. And then your next one is on February the
13th, my birthday, and then Friday the 14th is a macrame. Yeah, so
you're there with them on Valentine's Day. If you want to spend Valentine's Day with Mark, then speak to the call centre and ask for Wendy. She's in today. £45 for this bundle. So much you can do with it. And Mark is a major fan of these. So you can incorporate lots of different techniques with all the different shapes and sizes. Don't think that one technique is for one size, because Mark, and grab his DVD. It's only £4.95. So for under £50, you're getting the tutorial of an hour. And you're getting 20 strands, and a lot of these are double strands. Again, the value is mind-blowing. Does look like they're about to sell out, so do be quick in checking out your baskets. I'm going to just pass these over to Cassie because they're weighing me down. Crikey. What do you reckon they weigh? That's like a 10-pound baby I'm picking up there. There you go. Have a look. Obviously, I'm in love with this kit because it's called Trip to Oz, and look at the gemstones. Although there's no green in this, so I don't know why it's called Trip. Why is it called Trip to Oz? I don't know. Just because it's mad. Have a look at the earrings that Mark's created out of this kit. You need them. Have a good look now, because there is a very big chance that these will not be on the website till later. I've got to put the Swede bracelet. I did take a picture of it. I just didn't put it on Facebook, so I'll do that today. I must. Now, I'm going to give you, I'll tell you what, it's really weird that my favourite strand in this kit, maybe actually of the day, is something that you wouldn't necessarily think is my favourite strand. I'm going to take the whole lot over to Mark, which he's going to love me for. Are you ready for me over there? Not quite, but it's too late, I'm coming. Whoops! Now I'm going to walk over. Now with this kit you actually get my favourite of all of the beading thread colours. It's like a champagne colour. It's a really new colour to us here at Jewellery Maker, one that I haven't seen for very often. Oh gosh, I love that bracelet, Mark. It was all about the earrings for me this morning. Okay. Now, I love, my favourite strand might be curious to you, but is the mookaite. I love it.
Oh, is it?
I absolutely, because I've never seen such tiny rounds of mookaite before. Have a look at this. You have got all these different shapes. Now, I'm a big fan of mookaite anyway. I love its solid colour. I love that they remind me of berries. You know how you're sort of harvesting your nuts and your plums and things like that in September, and you're getting all of the berries and the gooseberries and all of that. This is what it reminds me of, a harvest basket full of goodies. And I love the size. The 4mm size for me is well, I'm doing a lot of sort of weaving at the moment, and I haven't got the bead loom because it's sold out. I use a macrame board actually. And I really like doing all of the weaves with these. You could do your ladder stitch and all of that lot, and it just looks intricate. Now what I love is you have got the 2 different sizes, and I know that these are going to be your favourite of this kit because the power, I've got to say to you, Mark, the 2 strands that I've got of Tiger's Eye here, the quality
incredible.
Is probably the best I've seen in a Tiger's Eye round.
Absolutely. And now, because you get 3 colours on the strands, you get the blue, the red and the gold. So I had to separate them, unfortunately.
Of course you did. Of course your mind would not work unless it was all in order.
No.
It's striking how powerful these are.
That blue is just absolutely phenomenal. And the first thing I wanted to do with it was use it with a Larimar. It was just crying out to be used with a Larimar.
And that brings me to your last strand, indeed, of Larimars. You've got really deep colours and then this wonderful sort of break in the clouds with the Larimar, haven't you? Then you've got 0.6 wire. Mark's going to show you what he's done with that, but it's great for creating your own shepherd's hooks. It'll go through a piercing. It's also wonderful for doing your cuffs and bangles. 0.6 is very versatile, and if you're just starting out with wire work, I'd probably recommend 0.6 for its manipulation. Very easy to manipulate, it's very easy to form, and you can twist it, and you can make more solid pieces by layering up, but it gives you more option, and it'll go through most gemstones as well. You've got the champagne beading thread, you've got your elastic, and you've got your monofilament, and joy of joys, you have got antique bronze findings, which I love. This is your mid findings pack, so it's not the very original, it's not the brand new, it's the one in the middle. 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks, you've got a metre of chain, you've got your toggle clasps. Mark's got most of his left.
Yes, I think I used a bit of chain and a clasp.
Good grief.
That was all I used.
Now let's remind you that Mark did make these stunning earrings. I'll show you one more time, and then that's it. You're not having any, you're seeing them no more. Now Mark, you will be talking to everybody about these, and I will put a picture on Facebook because I know a lot of people are going to want them. Have a look.
Well, they are beautiful. So when I got the strands of Tiger's Eye and the Mookaite, I separated the colours from the Mookaite as well. And these earrings, I used the reds. So I took all the reds from both sides of the Tiger's Eye and the reds from the Mookaite. So you get that graduating in size, getting smaller rather than the other way around. I thought it just looked really, really good. And then all of the blue Tiger's Eye, both sizes I incorporated in the Larimar and the pair of earrings in the front there.
Have a look, where are they? Here. Gorgeous.
And then with the Larimar bracelet, I took out, again, this Mookaite, it's beautiful, as you said, I took out all the lavenders and the greys and the darker colours to incorporate with a little bit of Larimar I had left for that wire wrap bracelet.
It goes very well with the Tiger's Eye that you've used here. Now you've used all these wonderful tones in the Larimar bracelet, so the pinker tones, because you've got the sort of pinks and reds on one side, and you've got the sort of deeps and the and you've got these caramel colours, which go really well with the Tiger's Eye. Love the earrings of the deeper blue. And then Mark was just referencing, and I bought the bracelet out instead of the necklace, sorry Mark, and the plaited necklace, gorgeous. And you've got the bracelet on the side, which I thought was on the end, which I thought was a stretchy, but it's not, because it's got that gorgeous clasp on it. The little top.
But that Larimar necklace, if I can keep that for the course on Friday, because
I'm sure we'll allow that, Mark.
That'll be just beautiful.
I'm sure we'll allow it. And as long as we photograph it.
Okay, that's fine. Then underneath the blue beads, I've got that little cone to finish off the ends.
Oh, here!
Which I used my round nose pliers for.
Not your wax Y cone?
Because I finished the kit before it arrived. So I now have it at last. So I don't have my flesh cutters.
Did you get it the other day?
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Yeah, when you had your t-shirts on.
Yeah, so excited.
I bought mine, so I will use this from now on. But I completed the kit before this arrived. So.
They're gone. We have got the mini Y cone and the larger Y cone coming soon.
I was really excited about that.
Me too. Now let's give you your price tag for this kit. Don't forget that you've got the findings and you've got 10 metres of wire. You should be paying £32.65, which is fine. It's a good price, but we're going to... Pardon, how much is it? You're not going to believe this, Mark. How much do you think this kit's going to be?
$27.95? No?
No, Mark. $18.95, our lowest price kit of the day. Absolutely, eyes on stalks. £8.95. You've got to check baskets. Actually, you know what? This you've created a lot here. And I know that not all of us. I don't sell my jewellery on. I give it as gifts and I make it for myself, or I'll give it to Mia and my daughter and things like that. Tell me how much.
Well, that necklace in the middle will be £40.
This is a £40 piece of jewellery, so you've already made nice profit.
Yeah, already.
Everything
else.
I
think that's a good price, £40 for the gemstones you're using.
Let's not forget you had a lot left.
Masses.
You had a lot left with a lot of findings left at £18. I love that bracelet. $18.95. Now, what are you going to show us, Marky?
Well, I'm going to show you quickly how I finish off a bangle, and then I'm going to show you how I made the twisted clasp, because I still haven't managed to get my wire twister. I don't know if
I'm sorry about that. It does go out of stock very quickly. I know. You've got to be watching every minute, haven't you?
So this is just a straightforward square knot macrame using the 0.6 wire, which we use on the workshop, and that's incorporating all three colours.
Gorgeous.
So we do have a tutorial on this on the Jewellery Maker website, but it's just to show you how I make the clasp on the end.
Okay.
So to finish one end off, you make just a wrapped loop on the end, making sure you go as near to the inside of your pliers as you can, because you want a big loop to take the coil on the clasp.
I see, okay.
So it's a very simple way of making a wrapped loop all the way around. 0.6 is my favourite size of wire. Okay, I'm going to cut that off.
With your old flush cut.
My old, which are awful. Can we see just how awful those are? If I put them on the overhead.
If only you had, Mark, if only you had these.
If only I had those. Look at the state of those, they're shameful.
Get them out, get them off screen, use the new ones, use the new ones.
Okay, and then the other end, we've got our lacy going down the middle, and we've got our two working strands. So the way I get rid of the working strands is I simply wrap each working strand once or twice around the lacy, like so. Snip it off, look at these, are they gorgeous? Nice. Oh, like you said, it's like butter, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Really easy.
And then we wrap,
easily does it.
We wrap the other in the other opposite direction, and we cut those off.
You just want to snip now,
Yeah.
even if you don't need to.
And
ordinarily, you'd have carried on wrapping that.
And then we do the same wrap loop, the other end of our bracelet. Once, twice, 3 times around there. And you can be quite rustic and organic with this type of bracelet, which is what I really like.
Snip.
Okay, so that's the 2 ends of our bracelet done. Now to make the clasp, 0.6 I don't think is strong enough to make a clasp, an S clasp. You need something a bit more substantial. So if I had my wire twister, I would have used that. But what I've done is I've threaded on a bead onto about 1 foot of wire.
Okay.
And all you do is you start twisting. And
Twisting the bead, not at the wire, yeah?
Twist the bead, and it acts as an anchor or a lever, so you can continue making your twist. And you probably need about 2 inches to make a decent length clasp.
Okay.
So probably go stop there, would be a good place to stop. And using our cutters, which we know can cut through 2 millimeters.
Ooh.
Cut that off, so we're left with our little little piece.
So you've just used the gemstone in order to...
completely as a tool.
I thought it was going to be part of the bracelet.
No,
okay,
completely as a tool. And then what we do then is about an inch and a half from one end. Pop in your pliers.
You're midway in those pliers, are you?
Midway, yep. And all we do is we start off making a wrap loop, as we've just done with our bracelet. And before we start the loop, we pop on one end of our bracelet like so, and then we finish off our wrap loop. Keep going on the coil till it's a nice length.
Ooh, okay.
Use
and
our
then
flat nose again.
So these are going to cut. Oh, even those 2 twisted.
Even 2 twisted.
Have we got any of those left, Kimmy? They're in single figures. Sorry,
Gosh,
Mark.
right. Okay, and then you decide how long you want your clasp to be. So let's go about just under 1 inch, maybe. Flip it over so it touches your bead at the other end.
Oh, okay.
Flip it over.
That's a good tip.
And then what I do is I cut it where the coil was that we've just made, using our nifty flush cutters.
Snip.
Snip like that. Okay, you can mould this into ornate shapes if you wanted to.
Yes. So you roll the top, do you?
Just
so
roll the
that it's
top.
not sharp.
That's right. All the way over.
Okay.
And just give it a nice flatten. And obviously this would be a bit longer if it was a full-length bracelet.
That is cute.
And then that just sits in there.
Oh, I love it. How lovely is that?
Perfect, isn't it? And that's as I said, that's just using the wire. But if I had my twisting tool, I would have used that. But
Oh, I love it.
This just does the job if you wanted to do a little clasp like that.
Perfect with those tiger's eye to put it in that way as well, actually, because you're not covering them too much, because the quality is exceptional. Now, Kim's just telling me the kit's gone very limited, so if you want it, you've got to be very quick. VGG C59 is your item code. It's our lowest price kit of the day, even though you've got Larimar, 2 wonderful strands of the best, from Mark and I's point of view, the best tiger's eye we've seen, and you've got those wee little moo kites in there as well. Please do be quick, because I am seeing that this one's going to sell out very, very quickly indeed. Now, we are going to go back over to my middle, and then I'll see you over in the wall of fame for the last time in a bit. Now, I'm going to give you something else gorgeous. Do keep interactive with us today. We're going to have some findings now, because we haven't had any findings yet so far. Where did I put it? Number 18 was in, wasn't it? Is it number 18, isn't it, that we were going to do? Because I've got chain in a reel. I love these. They look great on the shelf, don't they? They look wonderful on the shelf. So I'm going to give you... Now, these findings are $14.95 on their own. They are the 9-carat gold with the silver overlay. I'm going to show you those. Now, we don't often see chain, do we? Is it the only chain reel we've got left in stock? We do believe that it's the last chain reel we've got left in stock. Now, these do tend to fly out very quickly. You've got your tradition. Yes, it's only available in this bundle. You cannot buy it separately. I can confirm it's the only reel of chain that we have. And if you are looking to create lots of summer, spring pieces, maybe you've got a spring or summer fair coming up, then you're going to need it. Have a look at those hearts. Aren't they divine? Now, I'm going to give you such an incredible deal. This is sterling silver with 9 karat gold. You've got 9 inches of chain. You've got your head pins. You've got your eye pins. I think I've got a photograph of everything that you've got. Here we go. 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks. You have got your toggle clasp as well, and that toggle clasp is wonderful. And can I just say that your crimp beads are super wide, so they're really, you're going to get, I reckon you'll get your 1 mil wire through there easily, just to let you know how, and actually maybe your 1.25. Then you've got the gold balls as well, really thick silver and gold there, real overlay. Then I'm going to show you the chain, because I know it's secretly, I know you already know what's in the silver and gold kit if you watch often. You want to see what chain you're getting. So it's the oval link chain. You get 10 meters of that, I believe. Is it 10 meters, Kimmy? 10 meters, and it goes on and on and on, and that's copper with a real gold overlay. It goes on and on and on and on, and it's usually $12.95 on its own. However, when we give you these on their own, they do normally sell out straight away. Without a shadow of a doubt, we know as presenters, if you've got chain in your show, it's going to sell out and you won't have long. So you need to be very, very quick with this one. I'm going to give you the gold on copper that has also been e-coated at the end, DSGC 96. You've got 10 meters of chain. Think about 10 meters, goes on and on. A meter of chain is lots. You should be paying £27.90 for the whole bundle. But today, my darling jewellery makers, you're paying just £19. You're getting the reel of chain for a fiver, £19.95. Incredibly low. Mark, 10 meters of chain. Is it something that you like to stash up on when you see the chain?
Yes, it is. And what I tend to do is criminally is I use it for earrings, solely for earrings, for waterfall earrings. 5 lengths, varying lengths. No, absolutely. Just cut it into little bits.
Oh my gosh.
For business head, that's how I would recoup most of the money back.
And then you can keep the silver and gold findings for those really special pieces. Perhaps it's going to be bridal. You've got that gorgeous heart chain there.
We experimented with the crimp beads from the sterling silver packs, and you can get 14 threads of beading thread through. 14. Well, they are the first thing you notice that they are very wide crimp beads. Now remember, because they're sterling silver, they are going to compress really easily, so don't over push them. Just suggest that they move inwards, please, and they do. You know, they're very polite. They do as they're told. £19.95 for 10 meters of chain. All the www.JewelleryMaker.com if you're shopping online. 0800 644 655 if you're on the phone lines. Lots of you are multi-buying with this one. I've got Catherine and Helen and Susan and Marjorie, Cheryl, Abigail, hello Susan and Nicholas. I've got Athene, what a gorgeous name in Essex. I've got Lurlin, another gorgeous name. June, you're there, you're gorgeous. Belinda, Kath, everybody's gorgeous. Yorkshire and Oxfordshire and Greater Manchester. Dorothy, I've got you. Jackie, Iona, Margaret, Liz, Sheila, Kim, Patricia, Julia, Elaine, you're all there. And a lot of you are multi-buying. £19.95. Check out baskets now. I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 now. Dillis, you've just joined us from Hearts. 11 unchecked baskets, £19.95. DSG C96 is your item code. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Never, never forget that. Now I'm going to give you a recap. I'm just going to tidy these away. I'm going to give you a recap on what we've got. We've still got a lot of stock of this one, so don't panic, but a lot's gone. So, and if you want, to be honest, the chain does go very quickly, doesn't it, Kim? Now, because we don't have a lot of it. Now, let me see, where did I put it? Here we are. Now, this deal is a lot bananas, not a little bit bananas. Now, I gave you this deal earlier off the back of a kit that we had. And Mark and I were really, do you know when you get bundles or strands that give you reels of ideas, this particular strand gives you reels of ideas. Well, I'm thinking about little daisies. I think they would look absolutely gorgeous in hair slides, because if you made your daisies out of these as the petals and a beady bead middle,
they'd be so pretty. I'm also thinking about drop earrings. I think it's silver or gold actually. If you bought the gold chain, I think they'd look really good with the gold chain. I also think they'd look super cute with the bows that Mark's got for his challenge today. I like blue and gold together, do you? These have been, of course, crackled. So you've got the crackled quartz, which offers you the opportunity to offer your customers or the receiver of your gorgeous jewellery lots of sparkle. Now, shambala style bracelets are the first thought with the rounds, I think, but also beady beads, and like I said with the petals, it's got to be a flower, hasn't it? Or drop earrings. Now, if you are going to go down the shambala style bracelet route, then you're going to want the 2 silvery cord strands that I've got for you as well. Mark and I were really excited about this bundle, and actually the price tag you are going to get is phenomenal. You end up paying for the strand and getting the rest for £1. Now, the whole benefit of you, how much was it? Oh, it wasn't. It was 5p, wasn't it? Kim went, no, 5p. It was 5p. She's a nut bag. So you should be paying £9.95, but you're paying £10. So for 5p, you're getting the cord and the crackled quartz. On its own, the blue crackled quartz is £9.95. With this bundle, you've got the whole lot for £10. NSG C89 is your item code. The blue crackled quartz puffy teardrops are 10x8. Your plain rounds are 6mm, and 2x1 on your 2x1 on two lots of 1mm. God, I confused myself there. On the silvery satin cord, just £10, so that's 5p more than that blue strand on its own. This gorgeous blue strand on its own. Debit cards or credit cards are the way that you come shopping with us here today at Jewellery Maker. Now let me just recap the early bird off the back of this, because if you are in a cord mood, and who's not in a cord mood? These are so pretty. In the summertime, do you tend to make more shambala style bracelets? Because there are more summer fairs and more children, I think, with pocket money to spend at those fairs. It could be anything, it could be any kind of fair. Summer fetes, summer fairs, point-to-point racing, anything like that. We go to loads of point-to-point races and there's always little stalls. Whether you do that or something else like maypole dancing, if you go to the May Day, the local May Day. Are you creating for May Day, Mark? Got a May Day fair near you?
I think I'm doing one in May actually.
Are you?
In Chippy, yeah.
Are you? Chipping Camden?
Yeah. Norton.
Chipping Norton, not Camden.
No, Norton.
No, not at the Chippy, Claire. No. It's because she ain't a Cotswold girl. She doesn't know. We must explain ourselves to the world. Yeah. Now, what are you talking about, you two? She's saying, I don't know. Have a look. You've got all these glorious, glorious colours. Well, actually, in Mark's way, there's a lot of point-to-point racing there. You should get yourself a stall because it's so busy. And it's one of the times where I do give the kids, go on then, you can have your pocket money, off you go, and they love it. Mother's Day is coming up. Now, do you know, at my son's school, they do a really, really sweet thing. You send your child in with £3 on the Friday before Mother's Day, and they can buy something for mummy at school at lunchtime. Now, if you wanted to do that, if you're part of the PTA or the friends of your school group, then that's a really nice thing to do. Now, to be able to create gifts for about £3, you would be looking at shambala style bracelets and things like that. Perfect. It would be perfect. You create those, the children get to give mummy something, you can donate a nice amount of the proceeds to the school. So if you do have a primary school that's local to you, think about that as well, offering the opportunity for the children to do that. YMG C76 is your item code. It's not long till Mother's Day, is it? March is Mother's Day, isn't it? Valentine's Day as well coming up, and all of your spring fairs. So get creating. We're going to make it so that you're paying just 99p per reel. You should be paying £19.95 for this whole bundle. We're giving it to you for just £9.95. Incredible price tag. Absolutely. Now, Mark, you do buy lots of this cord, of course.
Loads.
Now, I know that you used to get your cord from somewhere else when we didn't have it. We've probably the last 6 or 7 months had these glorious colours. Where before did you get them, without saying the actual place? What kind of place was it? Did you order online?
It was an internet shopping site.
Okay, like an auction site?
Yeah.
And did you pay per the metre? Did you pay?
I did.
Were you buying from a foreign land, Mark?
Yes. Well, if I wanted it quickly, it wasn't a foreign land.
But you had to pay extra.
I needed it quickly, so normally with express delivery as well. So I would average it between probably 40 and 70p a metre, depending on thickness, etc.
So if I've got 9, so how much is it per metre here? 9p a metre, does that make it? And you're paying 70p a metre?
Yeah, between 40 and 60, depending on the thickness.
And then you added the postage on it, and it made it oh my gosh, 70p a metre. Good grief. So this is a wonderful deal for anybody that's shopping. Do you know, a lot of people don't know about Jewellery Maker in the craft world either.
And I haven't seen this colour range either.
This colour range is beautiful, isn't it? Because you've got the darks and you've got the pastels there. So I think it's perfect no matter what you're creating. Isn't it gorgeous? Really pretty. £9.95. Now, it's time to see exactly what you do with all these fabulous elements for the last time of the day, sadly. But excitingly, we're going to the Wall of Fame. There's always a lot of oohing and ahhing when Mark and I visit. Ooh, ah. We were just admiring beautiful silver clay, and if you haven't yet, please book yourself into Natalia's workshop. But can you do silver clay yet, sir?
No,
you must get on the workshop. Number 267. I think we should play musical workshops where a designer each week goes and sits in on a brand new workshop.
Yeah, I'll be up for that.
I think it would be cool, wouldn't it? Number 267 is from the very talented Sylvia. And Sylvia, how dare you be shopping from Tarragona in Spain? Oh, Sylvia! I love seeing Sylvia's name on the screen because I think I imagine her there in a big sun hat, big sunglasses, looking all glamorous just there on her balcony, ordering from Jewellery Maker and making gorgeous, glamorous pieces. She's very glamorous in my mind, is Sylvia. Sylvia writes, "Hi Jewellery Maker, this is my entry for the Wall of Fame. It's using Natalia's method of the liquid clay. I'm building up the layers on the first leaves this year of my miniature geraniums. The earrings, she's done it from her geraniums. Of my first leaves this year from her miniature geranium, sorry. The earrings are enhanced with the gems of distinction garnets, and I've used 2 leaves together to make the wings of a butterfly, and the gems of distinction garnets for the body and eyes. It would be nice to be chosen, as I send in so often, but I'm not lucky enough to be chosen yet. Everything except the chain are from JM. And can I thank your wonderful helpline who are always beyond help to the customers. Sylvia in Tarragona in Spain. Sylvia, gorgeous. And I am crossing my fingers for you. Keep trying is all I can say. You're number 267. We're drawing on Wednesday.
Okay, this is an exquisite piece, number 266. And this is from Ellie in Norwich. Aww. And Ellie says, following a design on a Jewellery Maker DVD, Beading Projects Edition 3, I just tried it with chips and pearls, and this is how it's turned out. Really, really pleased with this. I hope it makes the Wall of Fame. And that's from Ellie in Norwich.
It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I've got a stunning memory wire piece, number 269. You're going to like this, Marky. Hello, everybody. It's from Michelle in North Wales. Hi, Michelle. Michelle writes, hello, everybody at Jewellery Maker. See, this is very classic. I love those earrings, Michelle. I hope this bracelet and earrings make it to the Wall of Fame. I bought the pearls last week and just wanted to let you know how beautiful they are. Such great quality. I've been making jewellery for quite a few years now, and although I've watched Jewellery Maker since the beginning when I can, I only plucked up the courage to send in my work recently. Michelle, you are all very inspirational. It's great to see you and have fun and enjoy your work as well. I love the show and now hope to make future purchases from Jewellery Maker due to the quality of the gems. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle. You're a wonderfully talented Jewellery Maker. You must send us in more. Well done to you. You're number 269.
Okay.
Oh my word. OMW is all I can say for
Okay.
Are you serious?
Isn't that beautiful? And it's from one of our regular contributors as well.
Who's it? Who did this? Sam Tukey. It's a mix. Sam, this could be the piece.
This is just beautiful, isn't it? This is,
I'd say this is a competition piece.
Stunning,
I'd enter that into
stunning,
competition. It's wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So, this was from Samantha Tukey, one of our regulars. Hello all, here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I saw a lovely sterling silver chain necklace in our local jeweller's window, but the £285 price tag was a bit more than my pocket money for this week, so I went home and made one for myself, as you do, with a matching bracelet. The rings are bright silver coloured aluminium from Jewellery Maker, the toggle clasp are from JM2, and the large hammered rings are from my stash. The whole set probably cost less than £5 and only took me a couple of hours to make. I'm off to make something colourful now with all my other Jewellery Maker rings, and that's lots of love from Samantha. 265.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that just...
believe me, Mark, that is outstanding.
Isn't it beautiful?
I've never seen it like that. Have you?
No. That's gorgeous.
It's wonderful. Sam. Oh.
Wow.
And look at this pouch. Now, my favourite piece out of this is the ring.
It's lovely, isn't it?
I love it. Number 268 is from Anne, and Anne writes, "Hi everyone, I would like to enter this photo for the Wall of Fame. It's my first attempt at jewellery." Are you serious? First attempt at jewellery making. Anne, you have found your niche. The abalone pouch shell ovals and drops, I think, are very beautiful and have included other things from my stash. I hope you like them. Thanks and have a nice day. You have a nice day, Anne. That's gorgeous. Your number 268. My word, gorgeous.
We don't have very much pouch shell at the moment, if
no,
at all, do
and
we?
it's the summer gemstone.
Yeah, so I hope we get some more back in.
Me too, because I want to put it with that turquoise. Haven't seen it for ages.
No.
Now, we're going to give you some information in the break on how to donate. I don't know if you've heard about our wonderful cycling project to help build schools. Now, the original plan was to reach just Arusha and then back again to Redditch, and now we've made it back already, and we're going to go all the way to Turkey. The reason is that you can win a ring if you donate with a beautiful Turkish gemstone. I'm going to give you some more information about that in just a sec. We're nearly at 57,000. We need 3,000 more to get a third school. So I'm going to give you some information on that. It's really important. It's something that's right behind our hearts. Please don't go anywhere. Have a look at this, and afterwards it's all about the presenter's pick.
Many thanks for all of your support of our bike ride to Arusha. We got there quicker than we thought. In fact, we got back quicker than we thought. So now we're going to cycle all the way to the Saarite mines in Turkey. When we do go back to Redditch this time, this will definitely be the end of the cycle ride. Thank you for all of your support so far, and for every time you've donated, I'm going to put you into a draw, and at the end of that draw, we're going to offer one lucky winner the chance to own a beautiful Saarite ring.
It is easy to donate to the charity cycle ride. Donate now by calling the contact centre or by clicking the donate option on our website. And thank you.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
These soft pastel colours are just so important to have in your collection over the summertime. They just paint that picture of a posy, don't they? A beautiful bouquet of aquamarine, morganite and heliodor. Anybody who's got this is super lucky, because you've got that graduation, because you've got that subtlety, because you've got the different tones, because you've got some very important gemstones. Aquamarine in its own right, morganite. These are gemstones we see at huge price tags. These are gemstones we see with a big price tag attached to them. Now, if you know anybody that's getting married this year, and so many of us, I think I've got friends or family that that got engaged over the Christmas or New Year period. I think a lot of us are thinking about creating bridal pieces right now. It seems to be that kind of time of the year, doesn't it? It could be that you want to create the perfect piece for your granddaughter. Maybe she's getting married. Maybe it's your daughter or your niece or somebody special to you. I think whether it's the mother of the bride or the bride herself, this is such a special, special strand. Look at this. Now, if you are creating high-end, I would absolutely always, by the way, use sterling silver or gold findings with these. If you're creating high-end, if you want to ask for those higher price tags, if you're creating heirlooms, if you're creating special pieces of jewellery that you want to be passed down from generation to generation, if you're pouring your heart and soul into a piece of jewellery, then it's this beautiful multi-beryl strand that's going to look absolutely divine. You do need to be on the phone lines very, very quickly. Mark, strands like this are few and far between. Why are special strands like this important for your stash?
Well, for me, for point one, we got one of the best stones straight away in aquamarine. I've just started to put morganite on my stall now, and it's getting lots and lots of interest. So to have everything on one strand, and a heliodor as well, which I don't have.
It's my favourite yellow gemstone.
I don't have it on my stall, so it's just beautiful. And I think I would bite the bullet for this one and incorporate the whole strand on one piece. Maybe add some pearls, some white pearls, or champagne pearls included with it. Well, I'm going to agree with you on that. I do agree that this should all go in one piece of jewellery. So. A beautiful necklace. Although I might save one or two just for a pair of drop earrings to match. Very subtle. If it's going to be big, you don't need to over egg the pudding. Now, this is definitely going to be one that you're going to want in your stash, but of course, as you can imagine, not very many of these were ever made. I'm talking to you about beautiful colour, wonderful clarity, and important gemstones, actually. These are very important gemstones to a lot of jewellers and gemologists because of the difference between... there are so many of you on the phone lines, goodness me. Well done for everybody popping these in your basket already. It's my presenter's pick today because I love the colour, because I love the shapes. These are top drilled teardrops. It's my presenter's pick today because it's subtle and it's summery and it makes me happy. These colours are definitely like a beautiful bouquet of flowers, aren't they? UCR U61 is your item code. Now these vary between 8x5 to 12x9. So you can make such a beautiful graded piece. Just graduate right the way down towards the center, or you can make a big cluster out of these. If you did buy the diamonds yesterday, I think it was yesterday they were on, then you're going to want a very special strand to go with. Now we are talking about creating that piece of jewelry, aren't we? A piece of jewelry that if you were to go out there and you want to look for all of these gemstones in one piece, anywhere else here but Jewellery Maker, say you went to a jeweller's, I think A, you would find it very difficult to find a piece of jewellery with all of these wonderful gemstones in, and B, you would find it very difficult, I think, for under £100. Now I've got Georgina putting 2 in her basket, and you're there. I have also got Kath, Jacqueline, another Catherine, Amanda, Susan, you're there, Isabel, Sylvia, from Merseyside, Leslie and Kimberly from Gloucestershire. Lots of you shopping with us today already, and that's save for all of the anonymous buyers that I'm seeing, Renfrewshire, Surrey, Cumbria. Lots of you are on the phone lines for these. I love the way these are already colour graduated for you, so they're not mixed up, so that's done. One big feature piece, said Mark, but if you wanted to make lots of earrings out of this, I think you'd make a nice profit out of that as well. But I think this is a strand for keeps, isn't it? It's the strand you want to make something really special for that special person for, wouldn't you say? Now, Mark, you're looking at this and I can see you're totally inspired. It just makes you glaze over, doesn't it? It's such a romantic, beautiful stone. And isn't it funny that Mother Nature, all the same beryl gemstones, and they all mix perfectly well together? Oh, do you know what?
Yes, they do. They do. They're all like the same. Well, it's being in the same family. Yeah, you put them all together and you think, yes, they are all similar, even though they're also different in certain ways as well. The sparkle coming from the heliodor is amazing. I prefer heliodor. I prefer yellow beryl to yellow diamonds. I would take them over that every single time. I do. I find them subtle. I find them softer. Yellow diamonds for me are beautiful, but too strong. So these for me are subtle and soft, and I actually think more elegant. I mean, everybody's got their preference. I'm just talking about me personally. I like that, the elegance of subtlety, which might make you laugh when you're thinking that it's me saying it, but I do like the elegance of subtlety. And I think when you need to create something with a whisper, that's very soft and very elegant. You don't need to shout in anyone's face. The subtlety of the colour will carry you through. With a beautiful silky dress that's all vintage and gorgeous, I think you can create some really vintage pieces out of this. And it's vintage weddings actually that are we're breaking away from the traditional pearls at the moment. We're using gemstones like this with vintage weddings. And a lot of peach wedding dresses I'm seeing, a lot of that gorgeous sort of fleshy colour. Gosh, there are so many of you there. UCR, U61, you've got 110 carats in total. 106 444 655 or www.jewellerymaker.com. A totally natural strand that you're going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee with. If you're not sure about these, they are not coming to your screen today at $31.95. But I think that would be acceptable. They're not coming to your screen today at $29.95. They're not coming at your screen today at $24.95 either, are they, Kim? I think you're going to be very shocked that these are going under £20 at just $14.95. Think about the profits you could make, and this most certainly is a strand that I would want to get valued. Download the certificate of authenticity. Don't you think you would pay? I would accept $24.95 as a good price tag, and I would know I got exceptional value at $24.95. At $14.95, oh my gosh, I'm going to multi-buy, and that's exactly what Sarah in South Glamorgan did. As soon as she saw that price tag, she put 2 in her basket. $14.95, lots of you are now multi-buying. Well done. South Yorkshire, you've got 2 in your basket. Well done to you. The Channel Islands, 2 are going to the Channel Islands. Well done. David, you're shopping with us. Hello to you. Christine, you're shopping with us. Hello to you. I've got Anonymous in Lancashire. I've got Susan in Lancashire as well. Anonymous in Devon. Georgina, you're shopping with us. Rosie, you're shopping with us. Cynthia, hello to you. You're shopping with us. Margaret, you've bought 2 of these. Well done. Wendy. Mark, multi-buying is most certainly the way to go, I think, isn't it?
Absolutely. And if you wanted to make, the bridal set, and then you had the bridesmaids on top of that, and mother of the bride, to have everything colour coordinated and gemstone coordinated would be just perfect.
Wonderful. And you could create the same tiara as it would just be beautiful. Right. Actually, these would look absolutely stunning in the back of the hair. A lot of brides are using gemstones in their hair now as well, aren't they? $14.95, 0800 644 655 has queues on the phone lines, but please stay with them. Sandra, you've joined us. Lauren, you've joined us. It's great to have you on board. Margaret, hello to you. Goodness gracious me, lots and lots and lots of multi-buyers. $14.95 sees this strand absolutely flying out. So be quick if you're joining the tail end of the queue. Please don't worry. There is stock of this still left. We had quite a few of these, did we, Kim? Kim's saying to me, still stock left. How much has got? So well over half has gone, but there's still enough left for everybody to go around. Hazel, hello to you. Anna in Buckinghamshire has put 2 in her basket as well. Now I'm going to give to you our 4th kit. Now we don't have time to go over to Mark with the last kit. But we do have time to have a quick peruse of one piece of Mark's jewellery. I haven't got it on here now. It's called Tutankhamun. Have you got one piece of jewellery that you could show me from Tutankhamun? I haven't got the kit on me, by the way. Where is it? Oh, is it this one? This is the challenge, isn't it? Oh, it's the challenge kit. Sorry, we'll see it right at the end. Okay, fine. I was confused as always. Now, actually, Mark and I both said, indeed, that Tutankhamun is more like a boutique bundle. Would you agree with that? Now, I know you've made quite a lot already out of this. Look at the druzy. Oh. Now, you've got nearly £70 worth of value in this kit. You have got the beautiful... Now, I keep going on about this citrine, don't I? It's wonderful. You got lapis lazuli as well. So it's that King Tut or Tutankhamun piece, a boutique collection, actually, I think. Now, you've got the bows as well. Who is not in love with these bows? They are gorgeous. I've seen so many of you. Kim's never seen the bows. No, sorry, it was Mark. Was you that's never seen the bows before, up close and personal? They're just amazing, aren't they? And I was talking to you about Kirsty earlier, soutashing. Kirsty has just literally come in because she loved these. Have you soutached with these druzy yet?
Yes.
I thought you had. Now, is that on the Facebook page?
Not yet.
Could you please go and put it on the Facebook page?
Yes.
Thank you. Are they easy to soutache with, Kirsty?
Absolutely.
Absolutely easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're just getting a shot of you. Smile for the camera. Kirsty is amazing at soutache. Didn't I tell you to get soutaching?
You did.
I like to take credit for this. There's our, one of our producers, Kirsty, who is a major soutache expert now. Now, I'm giving you the cord as well. You get loads in this kit. You've got that bright blue, you've got the bright yellow, and you've got your monofilament and elastic as well. Now, I'm also giving you a wonderful beading thread. You've got that lovely gold colour, and you've got 2 reels of wire. Now, your wire comes in gold and the navy. Love it. You've also got solid sterling silver with this kit, the toggle clasp, you've got the heart chain, everything in. Now, as you can imagine, all of this tots up to quite a lot. Nearly £70, was it? Or nearly £60? Nearly £70. You've got 10 of the bows. The lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is one of my favourite gemstones. Now, Mark, you've been working with this kit, with Tutankhamun. I'm going to call it a boutique collection, actually. And I bet you, Sheila and Linda will be screaming to get hold of this. Now, what have you particularly enjoyed with this kit?
I just love those bows. I think they're incredible, aren't they?
Are you a big fan of them?
Yeah.
I love them too. Look at... Sorry, I've just got to show you what Mark's made. Oh my gosh. Oh, Claire, you're going to steal this. Look. Mark, amazeballs.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Love, love, love. Amazing, beautiful. Striking. The lapis lazuli, the quality is incredible. I've been grabbing that citrine all day long, Mark. The sun is literally beaming through those citrines, isn't it? The bows are amazing. So talk to me about how you incorporated them. Were you worried about using those bows at first?
I just wanted to use them as little toggle drops on the earrings to start with, of which I've made 2 pairs, and I just thought I'd do a matching set with the necklace as well. And the lapis will take the 1.25 wire through them.
It will?
Yep. So that's really helped.
And those are through drilled, they're not top drilled?
No, through drilled.
So they're great for drops, they're better for drops if you want to link on, aren't they?
Absolutely, that's right. And we've got the blue 0.4 wire as well, which I've used the linking in between.
Can I just say, Mark, you've made your own chain out of the wire. Can you just see this? Oh my gosh, now this is what Mark wanted to use those flush pliers. I know why you're like, right, okay, I've got to do something when I use these flush pliers. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful, creating his own findings. And it's very buttery, the gold, isn't
Lovely.
it? Very
really
beautiful
nice, really
colour.
nice.
I tell you what, I love that 1.25. How did you find working with it?
Really good, really good. Warm it up first, so it becomes nice and soft. Just rub it in between your fingers and just make it a bit softer. And it's beautiful, really pliable. Lovely. I've never used 1.25 before. This is the first time.
You've never worked with it?
First time.
Great for jump rings. And you've hammered this here. Now, I'm a big fan of getting that chase hammer out. I think it flattens beautifully.
No, it's lovely, it's lovely. I did that before we went live because it's quite noisy.
He's a good boy, isn't he? God bless him. And Claire just went, that's what he was doing. I wonder what on earth he was doing with the hammer in his hand. We're all mad. We're all mad, us jewellery makers. So you've got the jewellery, you've got the druzy, sorry, the jewellery. Gosh, and you haven't even touched the macrame cord or anything like that yet. So you're going to make absolutely stacks. The druzy, Mark, have you used any of that yet?
I haven't started that yet.
He's about to start with the druzy. He's trying to take it home, that's what it is. Amazing strand of druzy. Let me just show you, because the other side of these are flat again, so they are wonderful if you're working on your backing felt or your foundation board. The lapis lazuli, such an Egyptian gemstone, natural inclusions of beautiful pyrite, and you've got that sunny citrine, the gemstone of happiness. Look at everything that you get with this kit. There's too much for words. You've got the wire, the beading materials, you've got 10 of those cute little bows. They're gorgeous, aren't they? So you've got the bows as well, and you've got solid sterling silver findings, normally on their own, that are $14.95. I'm going to give you all of this. It is more of a boutique collection, but don't tell Sheila or Linda. UAGC 27. All of this for just... Oh, by the way, it should be nearly £70. Not anywhere near that today. Druzy on its own. druzy and the findings on their own, if you just bought those two, in your basket, £29.90 that would cost you. But for everything. $34.95. Do you know, that is a wonder. Do you know,
Wow.
I'm on the phone for that because I know what you can create. Mark, this necklace, how much would you charge for something like that?
Gosh, well, that would be at least the price of the kit, I would imagine, without a doubt, easily.
Easily, at least.
Yeah.
Beautiful, and that would sell straight away, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's
so
so
in the
different.
centre of your stall, I mean, that would go, wouldn't it?
So beautiful, so beautiful. You pay just over £5 if you were to buy the druzy and the findings. You're only paying an extra £5 for the rest. So you oh my gosh, a profit maker, Mark?
Massive. I mean, the bracelet here would be £20, I would have thought. £5 for those, £10 for those. So that's £60 already.
And you've still got stacks left. You haven't even touched the druzy yet.
I haven't touched the druzy. I've got 10 citrines left, 8 lapis.
Oh my gosh.
Brilliant.
It's got absolutely stacks. £34.95, brand new in. It's called Tutankhamun, and it's very Egyptian. It is, absolutely. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. It's definitely an easy time to buy if you're a brand new jewellery maker, because you also get a free tutorial DVD, a free step-by-step book, and a JM Hub magazine with your very first order. I love this almost boutique collection. UAG. I can't call it a boutique collection because only Sheila and Linda are allowed boutique collections. Is it it's a cheeky boutique collection, isn't it? $34.95. Big smile on my face. I absolutely love it. It's called Tutankhamun. Oh, I love it. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a recap now. And it'll go beautifully with this kit, actually. What box did I put it in? Doop, doop, doop. There, I put them there. Let me... Oh, look, Cass has even prepared me with a box. I love that necklace. It's not safe around Claire. Claire is going on... Where are you going on holiday again this time? Somewhere crazy. New York? She's going to Iceland on Wednesday, then she's off direct to Claire to America, aren't you, Claire? And she's just got a brand new car. Are you married? Did you secretly dating a millionaire, darling? She's keeping it quiet. She's won lottery. She's won pools. I reckon she has. She's still working. That's the sort of person Claire is. I reckon she's won the lottery. See the sports car she turned up in this morning? No. There'll be whispers in the corridors about you, love. Have a look. I've mixed all these together. She just said, I wish it was. I've had to actually pay for it. Oh, Claire. Look at these. Now, we are saying blend them all together. Now, Mark was saying, sorry, what was it? You said ladder stitch these, didn't you, Mark? Am I right there?
What's that?
The rondelles we had
so
earlier.
they lay flat rather than on the sides.
Well, I'd want them flat, you know, because I want to see the face. Aren't they cute? Now, you've got loads. You've got 60 in total. You have a really good deal on these. You made quite a big saving, didn't you? Now, these are always going to be great if you want to add that extra embellishment. If you want more riches to your pieces, and let's face it, we all do, it's always a good idea to add sterling silver and gold, because they make your piece look more expensive. I think you can ask for a little bit more money, and I think the perceived value among anything else is going to be higher. Now, I'm going to give you all 16. You've got rose gold on silver, 9 karat gold on silver, and then you've got the sterling silver as well. All 60 for a very small price tag. Now, you've got all 3 of the precious metals blended together in here, but you can separate them or you can keep them together. So Mark's idea of the ladder stitch, or indeed putting these in between a black gemstone on a simple stretchy bracelet, is a nice idea. Now, if you're using them on the rondelle, you get all these lovely nodules, which you can imagine just placing, stacking up. Maybe you could, in fact, stack 3 of these together in... They could look like a bead cap, actually. And Kim's just made that suggestion, who is my producer. She's made that suggestion of them being a bead cap. Now, have a look at the detail, and remember, these are real precious metals. Mark, when you're offering your customers genuine precious metals, do you think they go for precious metals even more, even though they're a little bit more expensive?
Oh, I think so. If you're going to buy a nice piece of jewellery, you want nice findings to go with it, don't you, just to finish it off?
I think if it's a gift, particularly,
yes,
you
absolutely.
want to, because you want to feel proud of a gift you're giving.
Yes, yeah.
And we're thinking about Valentine's pieces. Have you sold most of your Valentine's pieces already?
No.
And how would I get your Valentine's pieces? Is it on your website?
Yeah, you'd have to contact me on Facebook.
Okay, so Valentine's is a very popular time for buying jewellery, perhaps one of the most popular times for buying jewellery, isn't it?
I don't know if it was you that was on the show with when I told them about the email.
The email, yes it was. Tell everybody at home what you do.
It's worked phenomenally this year.
Go on then.
Go onto your computer and email all of the men on your address book list with just one picture of, I don't know, some heart earrings or something like that to all the men's jewellery. Give your email address or your telephone number and they will get back to you for those little Valentine's pieces. And
you even hand deliver them, don't you?
Yep.
Tell everybody what, because I was like, why don't you put them in the post? Because apparently women are nosy and they open all the packages that come in for their men. And I can vouch for that because...
Or what I've found is that they give me the address of their work, their office.
Oh, I see.
Send it to
that's
their work
good.
As well. So it's quite cloak and dagger, but it definitely works.
Oh, I like it though. Yeah. We all like a surprise, don't we, girls? It's better than getting flowers and chocolates because it lasts forever. Now, get yourself on the phone lines. Kim keeps dropping hints about jewellery to her chap, and it is her birthday. Is your chap watching? She thinks he's not going to get her a birthday present.
Oh.
She doesn't think he's going to get her one, don't you? He will, Kim. He will if he knows what's good for him. She does keep dropping hints about jewellery. We all do, Kim. We all do. Now, we're going to give you all of these 60. Should be £24, but we're going to give them to you for less. You've got 20 of each. They're £14.95. So I'm making a £10 saving. They were £24.95, right? So I'm making a £10 saving with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is your price for today. I can't guarantee this price tag again because they're supposed to be £24.95. By tuning in to us here today at Jewellery Maker, you're taking advantage of our crazy price tags. YOG C40. Now, I'm going to give to you a brand new strand of blue crackled quartz. Oh, no, it's not new. I thought it was. I haven't seen it before. Oh, it's going to be one of your cheeky new price tags. Now, do you know what this it's like a blue raspberry, this colour. So it's like a cocktail. Gorgeous,
yes, actually, yes,
isn't it that? Yes. It's blue cocktail colour. I'm sure Claire will be sipping cocktails in her next tropical holiday. Now, these blue crackled quartz swirl drums are going to look excellent. Do you love these?
I love them. That's a really nice shape as well.
Oh. Why do you love the shape, Marky?
It's that shape, because you just, all that twisting and the reflection and all the crackling inside, it's beautiful.
So what would you do? Are these going in cascading earrings then?
These would be shambala bracelets, I think.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
And would they be what kind of stitch would you use? What kind
just basic square knot, and I'd use a really nice pale rose pink colour. I don't know if we've got it in.
The only pale rose pink I've got today is the metallic. Yeah. Would that work?
Yes. Yep.
Or are you talking about the cord, the pale cord? Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? It's a very striking blue. I think it's that sort of either Icelandic blue or, you know, when you go on a holiday somewhere uber hot, or you imagine going on holiday somewhere uber hot, not of your producer Claire. This is the colour you see of the sea from when you're landing in the plane.
Yes.
Amazing. Now, I want you on the phone lines for this. They're 11 by 8, a blue crackled quartz. They look like crushed ice with that blue raspberry. They're yummy. I'd put them with a bright red to add a little cherry to the mix. I think they're stunning with striking colour. I think if you put these with your Peridot, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I think these would also look really good with the bows. If you want that striking colour together. I love the bows together. I do think though, if you want to put a bit of subtlety, it works as well, doesn't it? A bit of sunshine. So we're going to give you a brand new price for this strand. Now these are twists, so they're great at the end of tassels. They're wonderful marks, same for shambala style bracelets. I would also use these. I'd use these in a cluster on the end of a necklace. Cluster them all up all the way around with head pins, gold head pins. Actually, you could use silver.
Rose gold would be beautiful.
The gold and
rose gold.
Rose gold, you're saying? Really?
Beautiful with that. Yep, with that colour.
So the rose gold on copper findings would you use
beautiful.
for these? I'd like them in a cluster, a big, like a bunch of grapes kind of cluster. You know, the ones that taper down a little bit.
Oh yes.
I think you could use a lot of coiling with this as well. Use a striking colour together with them. Now, you've got loads to the strand. Whatever you're going to create. These could almost be petals, Mark, could they?
You could use them as petals, absolutely. Yep.
I think they're just gorgeous. They're
we still got
absolutely gorgeous.
That duo earlier with the little blue drops with the white crackled quartz that we had in that duo.
Yes.
We still got that.
Yes, I have. I think they go beautifully with that.
Beautiful combination, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they are. They all go together, don't they? You've got the teardrops of the same gemstone. So if you bought that, this would be a great addition. And Mark, you were recommending, of course, shambala style bracelets for this one. I'm putting it with a gold look. Yes, I like that. Do you?
That's nice.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? Now the code you need is CVG-P46. A definite. Would a head pin stay in that hole? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? If you had a ball head pin, it would stay there. So you can create all of those knots. But you could just create a simple stretchy bracelet, Mark, couldn't you? A couple of jump rings in the centre with a charm attached.
Yep, beautiful. Or the jump rings in between, like the sweetie bracelets that we made last week.
Yeah, 2 or 3 jump rings in
all you
between
need,
each one.
yeah.
Also, Laura binding style bangles with these would look nice. A nice stiff bangle would be gorgeous. Really pretty. Are you ready for a wicked price tag? These are supposed to be £9.95. Actually, I think that's a great price tag. But we're going to honour the launch price, the lowest ever price tag. You're going low. You're going to the lowest price tag these have ever been. CVG P48. $7.95. When you see price tags like $7.95 on your screen, snap them up for a gorgeous gemstone that is going to be very, very striking. Lots of you are multi-buying on this. Well done to you. We've got Katie and Catherine, lots of anonymous buyers. Hello, Olive and Gillian and Alison from Gloucestershire. Absolutely stacks of you on my screen are multi-buying. Well done to you. £7.95. You've got to check out baskets if you are shopping for these on the website or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Check out that basket, otherwise you are not guaranteed the strand. If you are joining the tail end of a queue, please don't worry. It's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. £2.95 is all you pay, and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Use your debit card or your credit card to come shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker. We are live all the way up until 1 o'clock, and then we move over to our designer inspiration show. Who's that with today? I'm not sure yet. Have you seen anyone moseying? We haven't seen anyone moseying yet. £7.95 is all you pay. Now, I'm going to give you a brand new strand. Actually, this is going to go very, very well indeed with the multicoloured crackled quartz. Now, these are a different shape than I've seen at all with this strand. I've seen this strand a lot in rounds. I've seen it in the larger rounds. I've seen it in ovals, but I haven't seen it in the rectangles yet. It's going to go. Look how beautifully it goes. Now, I don't think... The first thing I did when I looked at this strand was I almost dismissed it as a strand for the children, but it isn't, you know, because you know what? If you separate all these colours, you will see so many super opportunities. Now, you've got 3 different shades of yellow here. You've got that almost ambery yellow, very, very like solid honey colour there. You've also got your clear quartz, very soft, subtle pinks. You've got purples, you've got bright pinks as well. And then look at the subtlety of this yellow. Really, really soft, isn't it? So if you take these all out of the strand, all off the strand and let them cascade, I think you'll see you have got a range of different opportunities. Now, I like stretchy bracelets out of these, but I also like double rowing these. You've got the bead loom, they look really nice rowed up. They're also nice for the cuff style bangles because you can get a nice leverage on these. You can get around each one and still see the gemstones. Now, you can place them up next to each other, or you can separate them, you can colour graduate them. Mark, have you seen these? I think these would be great for macrame as well, wouldn't they?
They would, the floating sticks.
Yeah, so that you raise it up.
Lift them up above, and I would separate them as well, I think.
I think you would too. Now, you can also make pendants out of these by placing them together.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Would they make therefore good cufflinks by making them pendant
Actually,
style?
they would, yeah. You could choose 3 colours, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And colour coordinate against a tie or something like that would be really good.
Yes, I like that idea. What else, Mark? What else does this strand offer to the table of design?
I would like just a row of them all the way around and put a head pin through each one. Yeah. And eye loop on each end with chain hanging from each end and just have a necklace.
Like a rosary necklace?
Yes, I think that would look really sweet.
I love the colours of it. The thing is, when you're wearing all different colours, it gives you the opportunity, Mark, to twin it with lots of different outfits, doesn't it?
Yes, that's right, that's right.
I love the way they sit against the skin rectangles. They seem to hug the skin in a better way than a lot of other shapes and sizes do.
I like the way they've put the turquoise and the fuchsia together. I love that combination.
Which one? Here?
The teal and fuchsia.
Yeah, that does look good, doesn't it?
I love that colour.
Yeah, I love those together. They're kind of earthy together in a weird way, because they're not earthy colours. They're really striking, strong colours, aren't they? Now, you are going to get this brand new strand. And yes, it is great. I know I said, don't dismiss it as just a children's strand, because it's not, but it is a great strand to offer the kids in the summer holidays and things. You know, if you're creating little rings, if you are doing summer fates and you want just one gemstone in a stretchy ring, this is the perfect one to go for. A little bit of elastic, and then you can offer you know, great price tags if you're doing summer fates and things, because kids don't have a lot of pocket money under the age of 11, do they? TWG P69 is your item code. You've got 110 carats of multicoloured crackled quartz, 10 by 8, all yours for just £6.95. I'm talking to you about genuine gemstones. So this opportunity is remarkable. Genuine gemstones for under £10. These are real quartz in an array of different colours. So you have got such a huge scope for design. As always, a 30-day no quibble money back guarantee is yours. Just £2.95 packaging per day, and that's not per item, that is per day. 0800 644 655 is the free phone number in which you need to dial, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com is the way to get involved on the wonderful World Wide Web. We are live right now all the way up until 1 o'clock. We can't guarantee all of these prices again tomorrow. If you tune in tomorrow with the lovely Carol, I don't know whether you'll get this price tag, but I do know right now it's available for you, £6.95. Now I'm going to give to you, is this a new strand, this black? Another new strand. These are almost hearts, aren't they? Almost hearts, almost drops. And they're that stripy agate. Would you call these hearts, Mark? Have a look at what I've got for you. They're very close to hearts, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're being described as trillions.
Yeah, puffy hearts. Yeah,
they could be, couldn't they, puffy hearts? Now, the black agate offers you all these wonderful stripes and all these wonderful marks. So you've got a different, it's like Mother Nature's fingerprint, isn't it? So you can pick out one from the other. Now, I'm thinking, Mark, invisible stitch macrame. I'm thinking definite tassels. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking earrings, black onyx, graduated rounds, 4 to 10 with a little heart dangling from the bottom.
He's very precise in what he's doing. You saw this strand earlier,
didn't you? That's all I would do. Just make masses and masses of the same earring, because they would sell. Absolutely.
Are earrings your biggest seller?
Yes.
Is it because they're a more affordable price?
I think so. I think so. Stocking fillers, aren't they? And that sort of little gift. And there's not much money around, and people visiting craft fairs that they don't have a lot of money. So to be able to buy something for themselves, not for the kids or for general shopping, but it's just something for them. £5, you can't go wrong, can you?
No, you can't. There isn't much you can buy, Mark, for £5 for yourself that you can keep and think, oh, I love that. I bought myself a little treat. Pair of socks, maybe. That's not very exciting, is it? Now, you've got these trillions, so you've got a different shape. And trillions are great, as Mark said, as earrings. And if you want to put lots in one piece, I think they almost act as spears, sort of really allowing you to focus. They're going to draw the eye line into that focal point. So if you are looking to create a lot of focal pieces, then this is a great one for you. HDG P67. Now, let's talk about black line agate, because each one is going to be very, very different. I'm going to just hold these out for you so that you can see that. Some of these actually, there's a lot of smoky lines here, and some of these actually offer a little bit of clarity, a little bit of a peek in the curtain, a crack in the curtain. You know, that cheeky sunlight just comes out. That one in particular you can see with the brown stripe on it. They're all very, very different, and they're very glossy. The thing that I notice is that they are very, very glossy. Here we go, here you can see that. Can you see that's got clarity? Wonderful clarity to it. These could act as hearts. They're definitely taper pieces, and I do think you've got a nice strand here that's going to offer you opportunity to work in a different way maybe. I do think these are going to look great with these. I love black and pink together. It's very sexy, isn't it? So glamour, you could go down either route. You could be very traditional, or you could be very glamorous. These could also make very nice stud earrings, couldn't they, Mark? Have you created lots of stud earrings yet?
No, I need to lesson from somebody. I have to get Gemma to give me a lesson.
Yeah, next time you're with her, get stud earrings. Yeah, do you know what? We don't see a lot of stud earrings. But do you know, Gemma was saying with the new findings packs that we got, they're the perfect stud earring packs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll talk
she's
to Gemma.
really good at it. Now get yourself on the phone lines. Japanese knotting, over the head style jewellery. HDG P67. You've got 170 carats, and these are all 12 mil on the uniform. 30 days, as always, you know, on our money back guarantee. There's no quibble. If you don't love them, you just simply send them back. We're going to give you this brand new strand for a shockingly low £5.95. Great price tag, Mark. 2 of these in a pair of earrings for £5.
Yep.
Shall I count them then and see how much these are? Obviously, you've got to take your money off for your findings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 28 on my strand. 28. Could you make your money back? You know you would make your money back on 1 pair of earrings. Absolutely. Yep. Makes them about 20 pence each. £5.95. Where else are you shopping for your genuine gemstones? How much are you paying for your genuine gemstones? Can you even get gemstones like this? HDG P76. The agate trillions are absolutely flying out the door. If you're joining the tail end of a queue, please don't worry. A couple of minutes long and it is a free phone number. And don't worry if you're stacking up items in a basket and you're thinking, oh, what's this P&P going to be? Nothing extra, just $2.95, no matter how much you've got in your basket. You can't even go on the online card site where you make cards and add. That's a lot for P&P, you know. And especially if you have more than 1 card. And it is funny how you can shop online and the P&P can be astronomical, can't it? It can be a bit of a mind changer, but we don't do that to you. 1 price, no matter how much is in a basket, which is crazy, but we won't make too much of a song and dance about it. Now, I'm going to give to you a recap on, oh Mark, you'll be very, we are in single figures of these pliers, but there is a small chance.
But I've used those now.
Oh, well, they're yours. Should we write your name on them? Yes, he just said. No, you can have them. You can have them. Now, I'm going to have to let you load. I'm going to have to give you the code because it won't. It's M for mother, K, B for Bertie, N for naughty. Kim, stop! November, 69. Say it again, Kim, you banana. M for motel, isn't it, M? What's M? Yeah, motel. Yeah. Pink. Oh, king. It's just because she says king. I'm like, what? K, kilo. Oh. It won't let her load it. So, right, give it me again in normal language. Not M, K, B, N for November, 69. And they are $29.95, and that's your flush cut. I reckon Mark's tampered with it so he can buy 5 pairs. They're your flush cutters, an absolute must-have tool, brand new in stock. We are in single figures of these. We only had 200 of them. They're £29.95 for you. I am sorry about that. We just can't load them. Is it because there's not many of them left? It's because there's not enough of them left to put on screen, so it's not. You know what system. Just to, if you mention to the call centres the new pliers, they'll know what you mean. There you go, Mark. Apparently, if you go up and ask Hannah Oxbury if you can have them, she's going to say yes. Now, let me give you. We were all really excited to give you this Labradorite because it is absolutely blinking gorgeous. Look at this. The red is unbelievable. Look at that. Ooh, when you get red with Labradorite, you've got to have it. You've got to have it. It's like the sunrise, isn't it? And you've got the blue. Aren't they gorgeous? Hands off, Kirsty. Now, you've got the gold, you've got the red, you've got the purple. You've got everything you need in this strand. Now, Mark was saying he'd get it just to have it. And he didn't even want to use it because it was that special. An inspirational strand then, Mark, for you?
I think so, without a doubt, isn't it? It's something that, as I said, I would have it on the front of my stall that people could come along, pick up, be amazed by, and then you would produce the jewellery that you've made with other size beads.
It's definitely a cabinet strand. Yeah. It's a strand that does deserve to be put in a glass cabinet.
I think so.
It's almost museum quality, isn't it? Can you believe the striking Labradorescence you're getting? Now look at this. I mean, look. It's very hard to show you Labradorescence from the harsh studio lights, which can drown it out. It's one of the gemstones that we all wish we didn't have these lights for. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The lights are here just for us to look better, Mark, not for the gemstones. But goodness me, when you get this home, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely adore it. You're going to fall in love with Labradorite. If you've never had it, get this strand. Get the best first. Oh my gosh. I'd make rings out of it. Do you know, it would be a shame not to make something out of it, though. You know, I would make a big ring out of this because I think it does deserve it. It should be, whatever I'm going to make, it's going to be that piece of jewellery that you can see. I want to see the labradorescence. So maybe in a ring, I want to really be able to see and enjoy that labradorescence. Look at the red. It's hardly ever that we get reds and purples, isn't it? Just knock me down. Striking is what it is. Just beautiful. An array of different shapes, an array of different sizes. Get yourself dialing 0800 644 655. Brand new today. We don't have many of these left. So you are going to have to act fast. They're only $12.95. Now I would be on the phone lines even at more than $12.95, wouldn't you? I think it's worth more. I really do. I think that introductory price tag is wonderful. A great opportunity. Now I'm also going to give you a recap of these little Bobby Dazzlers. The purple pyrite. Now we're saying this is a very glamorous strand. I absolutely think that they're going to go wonderfully, wonderfully well if you bought Tutankhamun. Aren't they gorgeous? Yes, that's the soutache strand. Now could I soutache with these, Kirsty? Kirsty's saying yes. Would they be beaded chain? Yes, she's saying. Kirsty is a producer here at Jewellery Maker who is mad for soutache. Now these are going to add a real glamorous bling and they are going to look wonderful with the bows. They're going to look stunning in chandelier earrings. They're going to look great in rings. They're going to look wonderful in tiaras, prom tiaras, ball tiaras. Maybe you're making an ascot headpiece. How wonderful would that be? If you're making those pieces for Ladies' Day at races, there's Gold Cup coming up in March. I think you should create me something for Gold Cup, Mark, at least. Yeah, give me a colour. Oh, I will. Yeah. Green, obviously. I always go on Paddy's Day. Okay. So everything's got to be green.
Okay.
Have a look. I love that I request and he delivers. Now you've got that beauty. It is gold for me. I just can't steer away from the gold. I think that's stunning together. Do you? Absolutely striking. Now, if you bought the Peridot, very Wimbledon, darlings. And if we are going to dress up for Wimbledon, aren't we?
I think we should.
We should. I definitely feel like donning a tennis skirt. Are you ready? We're going to give you a great price tag for these, and I do think they're going to be glamorous. Stud earrings again. They're only $8.95. Now that coating is going to give you the wow factor, and please don't worry about it tarnishing, because of course everything that we bring to you here at Jewellery Maker has. Do you know what these look great with? A real antique green, really antique green, all pyrite indeed, traditional pyrite. Would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
I can see that sparkling from over here. That's incredible.
The sparkle is remarkable, and I just think you're going to make that party piece. It's a party piece strand. There's nothing subtle about these. No. They are in your face glamorous. They are really winning the show, aren't they? At just £8.95. Now, I'm going to give you a rewind. Or should we do? Where is it? What did I do with the turquoise? There it is. I got it. Don't panic. Now turquoise. The rounds, now this is a bananas deal, because Kim's trying to confuse me with this one. The rounds on their own, and yes, Kirsty, these are perfect for beaded chains. These are perfect for rosary chains as well. These are absolutely perfect for clustering in a ring. If you've got the Wireworks ring DVD, these are perfect for that. Aren't they must have? Now, to me, this is a very, very summery gemstone, is turquoise, but it is a traditional gemstone, and we know that we've seen lots of vintage pieces, lots of Egyptian pieces with turquoise, of course. Now, I'm going to give you a turquoise strand with more of the matrix in it, and each one is so different. The matrix are the black veins that run through turquoise, and this is genuine turquoise in both cases. The nuggets range from 5x6 to 9x8, and the rounds are 5mm. NZG C54, the Decadent Duo, coming to you. Now remember, this is a completely bananas price tag. The rounds on their own are $17.95. You can still buy the rounds on their own for $17.95, Or, and this is the crazy bit, you can pay less and get more. Pay less, get more. Pay less, get more. £17. They're more than that for the rounds on their own. Pay less and get more. Get on the phone lines. These are genuine natural turquoise, December's birth gemstone. One that, Mark, you get requested a lot. You get requests a lot for.
All the time. I can't keep up with demand, so whenever, well, I won't today, but if I was at home, I'll be getting this purely for November. December, isn't it?
December's birth gemstone,
right, yeah.
But it is a very summery. I think it's definitely one you've got to have in the summer. Now, Rosanna made a really beautiful bracelet, which is if you look at the website, you'll see the bracelet that Rosanna made for this, gorgeous with leather cord. It just looks so sienna minna. £17, £17.95 on the website for that one strand on its own. There is a queue on the phone lines. If you're joining the tail end of it, please don't worry. Now I'm going to give you. Where did I put that lovely chain? What did I do with it? Got the findings. Oh, there it is. There it is. I've got it. Now I'm going to give you sterling silver findings with the with the chain. You've got 9 carat gold over sterling silver. So you've got that in your findings pack. Here's everything. You get 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, a toggle clasp, the really wide crimp beads. Mark, did you say 14 strands?
14 beading threads you can get through from our kit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you think the 1.25 will go through there then?
I would have thought so.
Gosh,
really,
so, yes, really wide. Now, you are also getting 10 metres of the reel of chain. Now, I didn't realise do you know, I did not expect to still have stock of this because the chain reels really sell out very quickly. How many have we got left, Kim? Everything we've got is in this bundle. We don't have lots, we've only got 30 left. So be quick. 10 metres of chain, which is gold on copper. You have got your findings as well. Those are $14.95 on their own. Now the chain ordinarily, isn't that, how much is that on its own? The chain is $12.95. The findings are $14.95 on their own. But we're going to give you the chain for just a £5 by buying this as a bundle. One of our biggest sellers is chain, and you are getting all of it for just £19.95. DSGC 96 is your item. Gonna have to look then. My eyesight wasn't so good. 800 644 655 on the phone lines or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. If you're shopping online, you've got the lobster claw clasp. You have got that heart chain. You've got the head pins there as well. I'm going to show you though. Well, my favourite thing is the heart chain, but the head pins are gorgeous and they've got a big. I love the fact that you've got the big balls on the end of them. So if you have got a gemstone with a larger drill hole, the balls won't slip through, which is good because it is something that you have to consider when using a big gemstone like the Tutankhamun druzy. Look how gorgeous they are. DSGC96. Actually, there was a jewellery maker, I don't know whether it was you, Mark, that said they'd only ever seen flat head pins before they started shopping here at Jewellery Maker. Oh, and really? The ball head pins aren't as common.
Oh.
Kirsty's backing that up and saying actually that's true, because she's been Jewellery Maker for a long time. Did you find that, or in Whitney are they readily available?
Yeah, ball head pins, I think.
You did see them.
Yeah.
DSGC 96 for $19.95. Get yourself on those phone lines now. Let me give you another rewind. This is a double trouble deal of the Snowflake Obsidian bicones. Now, Mark was saying bicones. He wants to make beady beads out of these. These are the elongated bicones. I think they're great on the end of tassels as well. If you're doing a Debbie Bolford style tassel, these would be wonderful for them. 0800 644 655 is your item code. You've got that wonderful black. And what I love about Snowflake Obsidian is actually how it's formed. The raining down of volcanic ash settling on the hot lava, just making this gemstone exactly what it is. So it's almost a fossil in that way. And if you're a little bit fascinated by things like I am, fascinated with things like, I'm fascinated with Pompeii and things. I just love the way that genuine gemstones are formed, how we've got a story. You don't have that with plastic, you don't, do you? And there's nothing wrong with man-made gemstones, there isn't, but they don't have the soul that a genuine gemstone has, do they? A YVG C58. Now we did go a little bit extra cheeky on this one actually. They're normally only £6.95 each. We gave you both strands for £9.95, so you're paying just £3 for one of these strands. It's a wonderful deal. It's not the January sales anymore, Kim. 9.95, so under £10 for 2 strands of wonderful snowflake obsidian. If this is your gemstone, if you love the black and the white, if you love the monochrome effect, then do be quick and check out your baskets on this. I think they're seasonless, I think they're ageless, I think anybody can wear the black and white. So do check out baskets for that one. We are running out of time. I'm going to give you one last sneaky peek of the bundle that is bananas. Mark and I were still in shock over this. Very low stock. Have a look. So we've only got a few of these left now. Been really popular. You've got the teardrops of blue crackled quartz, and you've got the white rounds of crackled quartz, the 6mm white rounds. You're also getting 2 reels of cord. That's 20 meters in total of the silver cord. This has been the most popular deal of the day so far, says Kim. So definitely do not want to be missing out on it. You have got that lovely satin edge to the cord, and it can be quite bridal. I'm thinking about, you know how the bride has organza gift bags quite a lot to keep a lipstick and things, a blue organza. What about making a lovely macrame handle for her to clutch hold of? I think that'd be really pretty. I do love the cord. I think it has got that really nice feminine finish to it, actually, hasn't it? It's very, very gorgeous. NSG C89. Now you are paying, it works out. Now tell me again, is it? It's £9.95 for the blue strand on its own. You can buy the whole bundle for £10, so you're paying 5p for the cord and the white crackled quartz. Does it make any sense? No, it makes about as much sense as pay less, get more. £10, you're paying just 5p for those extra elements. You really are getting an incredible deal. NSG C89. Wow. Do you know what? Kim is just really bringing out the deals today. Don't forget our early bird cord deal as well. All these lovely colours. Aren't they amazing? All these lovely colours. And you are getting these at just £9.95 instead of £19.95, which works out at 99.5p per reel. Absolute insanity. That's just a quick reminder of that one for you. We don't have a lot of stock left of that. Then I'm going to give you my presenter's pick, which is the Beryl. Now I want you to just make sure you're checking out baskets for this, because we've still got some in baskets that hasn't been checked out, and I think this could be your biggest regret of the day if you don't check out a basket and you miss out. Now these Beryls are delicate, they're whisper soft colours, they do remind you of a summer's day, don't they? The calmness, the still of a summer's day. It's that almost fragrant colour, do you know what I mean, where it just looks like the prettiest bunch of flowers. Now Mark and I were both saying that we'd want to get 2 of these for the price tag, because they were under £20, and I think you were making that big feature piece, and then you might want to make something for the back of the hairline if it's a vintage wedding piece. Mark, what do you think?
I think so. No, I think you're dead on there. Yeah, it's beautiful. I just can imagine, this is the first strand that I've looked at that I would want to combine all together, because it just works so perfectly. Rather
than separate it with your business head.
Yes, yes.
You'd want them all in one. And we were talking about feature necklaces, bib style necklaces maybe.
I just use that with lots and lots and lots of pearls and really make them the centre of the... We haven't had any pearls today, have we?
No. What about the little tiny pearls, or would you go with big pearls?
Oh, a mixture of all of them, I think would just be beautiful. Have really big chunky pearls in the front with the bigger pieces of the strand, and then just work up to the bib at the back, getting smaller and smaller.
It'd have to be sterling silver chain at the back. That heart chain would look nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Really pretty. You could go down the rose gold if you wanted to warm it up a little bit, perhaps. U61, you've got 110 carats of a multi-beryl. Absolutely subtle and soft. A little bit poetic, actually, I think. Strands like this do tend to be quite poetic, don't they? The colours are just absolutely heavenly. So pretty. Are you ready for another completely mad price tag? Let me just pop that under there so you can see the colour. They're only £14.95. Now I think if I was bringing you this strand at £24.95, you'd still think of it as a wonderful, wonderful price tag. They're only £14.95. And whether, like Mark and I, you are thinking along the lines of one large piece of jewellery, or whether you're going to break these up into earrings, I think you're going to really enjoy working with them. I think that whenever you give, you know, we were talking earlier about jewellery to be proud of, jewellery that you give that you feel proud to give. It's definitely going to create that, isn't it? You're going to create the kind of jewellery that you are proud of. Now, for the last time today, I'm going to give you the opportunity to pick up the phone for the Tutankhamun kit. Now, everybody who's walked into the gallery has, that I can hear in my ear, has gone, oh, I loved your challenge today. Because I can hear them buzzing around about this. And I think it's because it's so different. Now, I actually do think this is kind of like a boutique collection. And the thing you've got to remember is that you do get so much in this kit. I'm going to call it a collection. In this collection. Now, you are getting, do we get findings in this? You do, don't you? Now, for the price tag, I think you are getting exceptional value. You're also getting wire. Now, you're getting 0.4 and you're getting the 1.25 wire. You're getting not only those really large druses, but you're also getting that incredible strand of citrine. And this is one of my favourite strands. It's the Gemstone of Happiness, absolutely gorgeous. You've got the lapis lazuli there as well in the drops, deep, deep blue, and you've got those speckles of golden stars. I always think they look like golden stars. And that's a natural inclusion of pyrite. You have got your beading thread and your elastic and your monofilament and all the regulars. But you're also getting your silky cords as well. Not forgetting, of course, the cute little bows, the mesh bows, which, Mark, you've really enjoyed working with the mesh bows, haven't you?
Yes, that's the first time I've worked with them.
Now, I'm going to talk to you more in depth about all of this in a minute, but Mark's really happy today with this challenge. Now, this is the best part of £70 if you top them. And don't forget the findings as well, because you have got those. You've got the heart chain, you've got 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, you've got the toggle clasp, you've got the amazing crimp beads and everything. Now, the druzy and the findings alone come to £29.90, which means that you're paying a very small sum for the rest of the challenge kit. £34.95, UAG C27. Now make sure you're quick with this one. You've got the 1.25 wire with this. You've got the blue at 0.4 wire as well. You have also got your coloured beading threads, and you have got your beading wire there as well. You've got those lovely satin cords. You have got your 43 elements of sterling silver with 9 karat gold. Let's go over and have a look at Mark's gorgeous jewellery. You're going to have to be quick with this one. We didn't have lots, so please make sure you're very, very quick. Now, I'm going to trot on over. I'm just going to adjust myself to the lovely Mark and see how much gorgeous jewellery he's created. I love these earrings so much.
I'm trying to think how I would explain their sort of
Katy Perry
businesswoman.
They're Katy Perry earrings. They're pop star earrings.
Okay.
I've got last Friday night in my head. I just think they're so... but I know what you mean. It's the type of woman that shops at Tiffany & Co. or Prada or Gucci. You know, it's that they're very high end, aren't they? Do you know what they are, Mark, as well? They're really fashionable. Someone who follows, a dedicated follower of fashion. You know, somebody who, very Oscars, Oscar winners, and they're getting him out. They're the kind of, they're red carpet earrings, aren't they? They are. Look at the bracelet Mark has made. Now, this is more subtle, and actually it's very important to know that you can create subtle with this collection.
And there's nothing stopping you going with gold and gold and silver with silver.
No.
Absolutely not, mate.
Now, Mark, this is the showstopper. And again, this is an Oscar piece, isn't it?
It's a bit mad, isn't it? It's
absolutely wonderful.
Very un-me.
What do you mean? It's amazing. Very un-me. It's amazing. This wow factor. You've got the red carpet glam thing going on really well here. The earrings as well on the end, a little bit more subtle than the others, but still got that red carpet glam. And what are you doing there?
Well, I've just been having I've run out of time, but what I was going to do, I was going to chain up every single one of these and have, again, a bib length drip with chain and things, and then I had to play with the remaining lapis there. And
I know why you wanted to create chain, because he wants to use his flush pliers.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Isn't that gorgeous? That druzy is just wicked, isn't it?
I wish I'd started with the druzy first, but then I don't know.
No, you wanted to go with the bows because you never used them before. You could almost put a druzy there, couldn't you?
Yes, you incorporate it. They're beautiful though. Absolutely beautiful.
Do you know, I love that. That would be really nice on a brooch as well, Mark. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, there is no way that that's allowed to be broken down. Please make sure you take it. Now, Mark, talk to everybody about your workshops.
Right, as I said, we've got my first chips and nuggets on Friday.
I can't believe it's your first chips and nuggets. Why hasn't this happened like last year?
I know, and also for the viewers to know that you and I are recording the next Macrame DVD on
February. When is that?
February the 11th.
Yeah, I'm really. When is it? A week tomorrow? 2 weeks tomorrow.
2 weeks
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. Very looking forward to that. I'm really.
We haven't done a video together, have we? This will be our first.
DVD. They don't call them videos anymore, Mark. Well, I said that to my kids. Should we watch a video? And they went, "What's a video?" And I was like,
No.
Stupid children.
Yeah, so the chips and nuggets is the brand new one. 5 projects. I've got aquamarine, I've got fluorite, I've got amethyst, garnet. I've been really spoilt with my strands as well this time.
Oh my gosh! There's one space left on your February the 13th.
No, this Friday coming.
This Friday.
One left.
Oh my gosh! You've got to get yourself booked in on that. We feed you and everything you get. Speak to the call centre. Ask for Wendy, or just ask to be put on Mark's list.
And then in February it's 13th, which is my birthday.
Can't believe he's working on his birthday.
So we've got a workshop, and then I've got one on Valentine's Day as well. 2 days running I'm here.
So he's not going out for his birthday or for Valentine's. We're going to have to fix that, I'm afraid. We're going to have to definitely fix that. Thank you so much for tuning in to Mark and I today. Back tomorrow with Carol. Laura Binding, the lovely Laura Binding is coming up for you next. Don't move a muscle. She's right up after us. See you later.
Bye-bye.